Internet, and welcome to Tales of Terragia. I am your Dungeon Master and Cosmic Tour Guide, Nick Salentano, and these are 6 fortune tellers that I found in an old abandoned circus that are all going to give me their predictions on what's going to happen this episode right now. Say hi, fortune tellers. Give us their predictions.
We will not die!
One of them was right. Find out which one of them was right by watching us each and every week here at Tales of Terragia and also at Tales of Terragia at pretty much everywhere else. But we're not going to keep you waiting. Let's get into tonight's episode right now. Last time, the second law crossed into the Feywild, a topsy-turvy, whimsical, and unpredictable realm in chase after Kuvo, the mysterious vampire seeking a Shard of Immortality. While in the Fey, Basil reunited with his long-lost father, Time, an old Harangon, and after having lost his family and home, has seemingly taken up with the Glitz and Glower, working as part of the Fey Mafia's smuggling ring. He was able to open for you the Warren Road, a sort of tunnel between tunnels that certain Harangon can use to travel rapidly around the Fey. You exited the road at Basil's old farmhouse, though it was far more twisted and sinister than you were expecting. The world has grown dark, the sky stained a dismal and dreary orange. The vast rolling farmlands now stalked by a massive, spindly gardener, its body just simply a silhouette of charred shadow devoid of any features save for 2 spotlight-like eyes that kind of just shine these beams down on the world. You snuck into the home of Scamella the Hag, and seemingly the keeper of this fragment of immortality, only to find that Kuvo is already here. After some sneaking around, you triggered a cacophony of noise, alerting the gardener to your presence, or at least to that of Kuvo. So we pick up right now as that giant, massive gardener turns the corner, stalking into the room, looks down, and sees Kuvo standing there, and his massive, shadowy hands kind of reaching out towards him. Or at least the ones that can still see Kuvo's red eyes kind of darting around in a quick assessment of his situation before kind of like holding out his hand and saying, "All right, we're doing this. Stick with me, little buddy. I might need your help with this one." And Nik-Nak, you feel that blood spear suddenly go from pinning you to the ground to curling around you as he summons the spear back to him, and you are suddenly pulled through the air and pulled into his hand just as that massive shadow hand closes down, and you all watch as the hand grabs both Kuvo and Nik-Nak, picks it up, he kind of like peeks inside before holding it, and turns back and starts stalking you.
I flip up my teacup and I just start running after. And I just start.
Same.
Almost instantly, Sledgehog, his eyes turn red and he immediately starts barreling into the kitchen afterwards. But right alongside Basil, what are the rest of you?
Yeah, I'm chasing.
Yeah, I guess we're going.
Get the head up and I'll go.
Fast.
I think Tem, like, even in the chaos of it all, doesn't even take the hanky off of him. He's just like running as like it's like a Scooby-Doo ghost, just like with the and you see the trunk and like 2 eye holes basically as he's like charging with the hanky on him still.
Just flinging the teacup off him.
In which case, now that go.
I'm gonna pull out that scepter that I carry from my side satchel, and you see I kind of like brandish it, and then sand starts pouring out of my pouch under my feet, and it starts to lift me into the air as I try to get up to as close to the hand as I can get.
Okay. What is the speed of the sand cloud? See if you can catch up or outrun.
Tell ya. 40 feet flying speed.
Okay. Is that something that other people can interact with, or can only you interact with it?
You can interact
does it
with
become
it.
a
Yeah, it's like a real.
path?
Oh, no, it's more under me.
Like a platform.
Yeah,
So
it's more of like a
like
platform
ramp or
situation.
something that someone else could run up.
No, it's primarily just like a singular. It's like a singular dust cloud that kind of moves around.
Got it. Okay.
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 It's not like
It
attached
doesn't-
to the ground or
Your
anything.
little nimbus.
Okay. That would be kind of cool though.
It would be really cool.
Maybe later.
And
Stairway to heaven.
I can use it on other people though. So
That's true. I'll say that the hand is a bit faster than you, so I'll say that you're at least kind of chasing after it, keeping pace.
okay.
But I'll break it first for Nik-Nak and Kuvo. The massive fingers kind of uncurl and drop you almost a dozen feet as you thud down onto a wooden surface, a massive cutting board on the table. This ginormous shadow looms over you, spotlights of empty white light staring down at you. Kuvo kind of he has you in a weird sort of bro hug where he's got you here. It's a bit uncomfortably tight where he's not gonna let you get anywhere without a bit of a struggle, but he's holding you in a kind of friendly, familiar way, and kind of looks down at you, and he's massive compared to you. Before he kind of goes theatrics on this one, am I right?
I'm gonna try to bite his hand.
Get him.
Make an arm strike.
I don't remember what unarmed strike is, so I rolled an 11. What is it then?
It's
Strike, right?
that's your strength modifier.
So a 9.
You kind of chew at his arm, but
Give it
the
a lick to disgust, maybe a disgust,
the
Listen
teeth,
out.
the teeth, as hard as you break, the teeth do not break the skin. He's a tough guy.
What are you made of?
You don't want to know, little guy. You don't want to know. But as he kind of you're both kind of land there, he kind of drops you and lets you go before kind of saying, "I got this. Stay close by." Before he kind of takes a step forward and looks up at this massive 300-foot tall shadow, and before cupping his hands and shouting out, "You think I'm scared of this little pipsqueak? Come on down. Come on down, SH. I just want to borrow a cup of sugar. Maybe a Shard of Immortality if you got that lying around." And the kind of giant stands there, just gently swaying a little bit, before suddenly its arm moves, and you all kind of run into the kitchen just in time to see the shadow sort of reaches in, and the darkness is too dark to see anything, but you all hear this sickening crunch and cracking as the hand reaches inside its body and produces something, and reaches down and sets a figure on the cutting board in front of you two, maybe a good 15-20 feet away. It almost looks like Cousin It. It's just a single, almost kind of rounded pile of clothes and scarves and shawls, all kind of tugged and wrapped around each other. A lot of little ropes and chains and twine just kind of wrapped all around it, and dangling from the figure are just dozens and dozens of little trinkets, little objects, this little charms. And there's the only appendage you see is the figure has a hood. There's a hooded head, but from underneath the hood, it's just a waterfall of tangled black hair that kind of comes down out from the hood.
Cousin It the ring.
Yeah, it's Cousin It and the ring girl had a child, and that is what this hag looks like.
No. Oh, that's the.
Or at least that's what the hand looks down front of you. You don't see anything behind that just curtain of hair hanging down, except for there's two faint pinpricks of light that you kind of see through. One is a dull amber color, and the other is a bright purple that almost kind of sparks and sort of moves around just by only an inch or two around the face. But Kuvo just kind of holds out his hands "Hey, there she is," and kind of looks back at you and just stay calm.
Yeah, there she is. Hi.
The rest of you all kind of see this low angle. You don't see exactly what he sets down onto the countertop. You're just kind of looking up.
How high up is the table?
The counter's a good 60 feet in the air.
Are we able to scramble up some cupboard knobs, or be able to jump up?
Yeah, is there a tea towel that we can use as
Yeah.
a...
Oh yeah, there's all manner of there's half open drawers, and just it's not a well kept kitchen.
Yeah.
By any means. And the floors are stained. There's puddles of muck, and God knows how long this stuff has just been kind of left splattered here. But there is like you can all spot several different methods in which you can climb up. It would just require a check depending on if you want to get up there or not.
Can anyone make me invisible?
Oh no.
I have the little ring if you want to try that, but I don't know.
Invisibility ring?
Yeah, it's the little weird fey ring that might open up weird portal or something, but it says it'll make you can go invisible. What are you thinking?
Well,
it's covering up this little gear on my. What do you think?
I've been wearing the cloak that I took off of, what's her name?
Oh, Selka?
Yeah, Selka's cloak, which looks crazy, but not like my art. But it's one of those things, yeah. But
it's that weird shifting look that looks like scales and then feathers.
Right.
And fur,
Yeah.
and I can't quite seem to pick which
I
one
made
it
it. I made it invisible because it messed with my outfit coordination.
Yeah.
I toggled it off.
Toggled it off.
I toggled it off magically, but well, I can use this cloak to fly, but you know, I'd rather not be seen. Obviously, I don't know what's going on up there, but I could maybe go get Nik-Nak and bring him back down.
Sure. We have no time. I was thinking we just run up, but here, take the ring. I toss you the ring of fey fertility. And I just
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, as you're falling backwards.
Boom.
Great catch.
Is it attunement?
I don't think so.
And Zakkai still, and then I'm, I get 50 feet. I get 50 feet up, and then I'm gonna activate my armor of sand, and with my 10-foot reach sand claw attack, I'm gonna grab the edge, pull myself up
onto the counter.
Yeah, I wanna like vault up in a cool way.
Gotcha. Obviously, there's no other way to do it.
Do we have line of sight on the surface of the table, or is that like
Not on the surface.
No.
So
It's
we can see
still
kind of
surface.
like the edge. Okay.
Yeah, can I like toss her the ring and then try to like scramble up some like?
Yeah.
Yeah,
empty
after
little-
it falls on.
Once
What happens?
once the ring passes on, I think it's
Well, then
Oh,
I'll
is this
still
the one
find
where
you.
the finger disappears?
Yeah, your finger like
Yeah.
any part of the finger that
I've always
is trapped
wanted
in
to
the
try
ring
this
is
one.
in it. It's still you can still feel it and touch things, but it just looks invisible.
So when you do cast
I'm invisible.
either invisibility, blink, or warp sense, you have to then roll a d6, between a 2, 4, and a 6. Something happens.
Okay, well, I was gonna put it on and be invisible and try to fly, so 6.
6. Roll another d6 for me, please.
6.
Oh. 6 jabronis, aka red caps, as we discussed last time, appear. They become hostile towards you and try to drain your blood. They remain 10 minutes before vanishing.
10 minutes.
But it's only trying to drain my blood because I'm also flying now.
That's your concern.
I'm gonna say that I put it on and I'm like, I'm gonna save you, Nik-Nak, and I start flying up to the.
All right,
trying to get to at least the side where I would see him potentially. You know what I mean? Like, if it seems like Nik-Nak standing on this side of the table more than
We're
the
not
other,
with
I'll pop into that
Oh,
side.
yeah.
Not associated.
Not associated.
Not
with her at all.
associated.
So
Who's
yeah.
that? Like,
Yeah.
That's not our problem.
Yeah, not our problem.
yeah,
that could
I'll
swing.
save you, Nik-Nak! And then
Consider
I'm
it
just like,
now.
oh, oops.
As Harmony like grabs the ring, puts it on, she instantly goes invisible. As she says, "I'm going to save you, Nik-Nak," and the rest of you all watch her just vanish. You said you were going to climb up.
Yeah.
You
I was
still
trying-
got your plan of action?
Yeah, because I like tossed that and then just basically started going up in the same like split. Take this, and I ran.
3, or you like climbing? Or?
Tea towel, whatever's there to kind of like meet whatever seems, I guess, the most stable way up for Tem, because he's a little bit bumbly when it comes to maybe vertical ascension. Whether that
He's a bit
Vertical ascension.
yeah. So whatever that would be the most solid, like for either from like the steps of drawers that somehow managed to line up enough to climb up there. But yeah.
I don't know.
How far away is the table surface from any other vertical surfaces, like drawers or?
It is Imagine sort of it's a kitchen counter on against one of the walls. There's no other like surface that height around. It's just a very long kind of singular counter up against the wall.
And that's the
Makes sense.
only
Yeah, I'm right
surface
over
of that height in the whole kitchen.
Boss fight.
Okay, and then I'll just look.
Is there a room that you can run
I'm
up?
pretty
I don't think
acrobatic,
any of us
so
have
I'm
done
just
that
gonna look for
But
the
I do
fastest
know.
way up.
What
What I
would you
take to be away, like
well,
that I can like
this cloak.
Oh.
jump,
Or
grab,
take half
jump, flip,
Yeah.
just
Right.
I'm
I
just
could probably catch myself.
speed up
with
as fast
my
as I can.
cloud.
In which case, Tim, Basil, and Anara all make either athletic or acrobatics checks for me. You can choose.
Is it an
Neither
action?
of those are good
Is
for
it an
me.
action to go invisible with the
Correct.
I would
Okay,
say
it's a bonus action to initiate flying with the
Okay.
cloak.
if Sledgehog
Nice.
is down there, he would probably help. Probably Basil.
You can have advantage.
Great. Oh, so I'll probably run up and then he'll like give me like a little. I'll jump off him and he'll springboard me.
Yeah.
He'll like open up his garage door
Yeah.
and pull me up. That is an athletics of 18.
18,
12.
12,
22.
22.
Hey.
Easy enough, the two of you are able to kind of like scale it. You're definitely scaling it. It's just a little bit slower going
Yeah,
for you.
yeah. Wait up! I slip on one of the like giant forks that's like extended from one of the thing. I go to grab on it, it like slides off.
Ting! Onto the ground.
And you watch as after you kind of spring off of him, Sledgehog almost like rolls forward so fast that he just like his little kind of spiky carapace when he's in a spear form just hits the side of the table and he keeps rolling and the spikes just kind of
Nice.
and grind up the side of the table as he
That's
starts falling
awesome.
off.
Got built-in. What are they
Cool.
called? Climbing claws.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Peter.
Uh,
A few of us probably have one.
Meanwhile, as you're all kind of climbing up, I'll say you all get there relatively close to the same time. Aside, Harmony and Zakkai, you'll get there a bit sooner. I'll say that you two get there close enough to hear this. You're already there, but as Kubo kind of like stands off against this sort of strange like it just looks like a tall pile of rags and stuff, which is a single kind of hood and hair hanging out from it. And just again, like asks for I'm just here to pick up a cup of sugar or Shard of Immortality if you got that lying around. And you kind of like watch the head and the kind of waterfall of like hair kind of like swing a little bit. Oh, sweetie, you've gone and doomed yourself? That's quite alright. I haven't had any fun in quite some time. Once I've added your entrails to my collection, I'm gonna hunt down whatever other pests you brought in with ya. You see that from underneath like one of the many like folds, like a long single kind of like green-skinned hand kind of like just pulls itself out of the massive like drapes and fabric around him before kind of like it reaches out and wiggles its fingers a little bit, and you kind of see that the giant the gardener's hand raises up and the fingers kind of like wiggle a little bit and match it as well. Nik-Nak, Harmony, Zakkai, please roll initiative for me.
All right.
Am I still restrained?
This one.
No,
Yeah, he trapped you, right? Yeah.
you are not. Alright, top of the first round. Nik-Nak, you are first to act.
Oh,
What are you
jeez.
gonna do?
You see
Um,
me pop up with wings, so just so you know.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Wait, aren't you still you're invisible though still, right?
That was
Yeah,
true.
I
you
don't
are
see
not.
it.
Yes, no one sees your cool
God,
wings.
where's everyone else? Yeah, no, you're right.
They're
yes.
coming.
Most awesome Dark Angel.
What if you
they're
only
coming,
saw?
buddy.
What if
These
it was
cool ass
What if it was
wings.
inverse and you only saw a finger?
That's actually, I very love that.
Just the finger.
Yeah. It just flips.
It just beckons. Like,
What you gotta do?
I'm gonna try to run.
Okay.
I
Dash.
don't want to get that way, even though it would be nice to be towards Zakkai, because I'd have to pass through her somehow. So I'm gonna try and just right there, full movement that way.
Harmony is invisible. Yeah.
Is he gonna strike at me, or is he more concerned?
He does not choose to take a reaction.
Great.
Isn't it like a little like hand inside him at the moment too, like squirming around in him?
In him?
Right? Isn't that what's happening to
No,
Kubo
that was
from-
the
inside
monster,
the big thing.
like,
monster reached in and put her
I
down.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Plucked it out of inside.
I thought she was
Yeah,
like grabbing
the
his
shadow eater
innards
pulled her
part
out
in
and
exchange.
Dropped her
If
onto the
only.
table.
I gotcha. Okay.
So the gardener is just a
Did the red
mech,
cats appear
is
down
what
on
you're
the floor?
saying.
Yeah.
The what?
Did we see the red cats that appeared, or did they not?
Oh, yes.
They're just.
Oh,
down there
yeah,
going,
sorry.
As we're like,
But
I,
they-
I thought they were all just like plopped right behind.
Do they
it.
just
They
run to the
fall
table
60
beneath me,
feet.
like-
yeah.
Yeah, they're just like.
As you're all running,
An audience.
the moment Harmony,
Lumpus.
the moment Harmony pops out of existence, instantaneously, 6 little like dwarf kind of creatures
Oh,
pop into
God.
existence, all with like hatchets or curved blades, all dripping with blood. Immediately, like look around for her, and just kind of like watch you all running by. And actually,
Elusive.
disadvantage. They just look around very confused and just start like running off in just little directions on
Oh, no.
Oh no, it's
Well,
the house is infested now.
We could
Oh,
use our
gosh.
advantage. We could use
Let's
this.
hope they don't
They're
reproduce.
like
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They're plump.
They're
They're like
I have no
cockroaches.
idea
You'll
where
never
to
get rid of
go.
them.
Nik-Nak, anything else you're doing?
Nice.
Yeah, so long as I have an action, I will try to cast Jinx on
Kubo?
Kubo.
Nice.
It is a save, right?
It is charisma.
Uniqueness.
Does he have the nerve?
What about
Isn't
talent?
he on our side?
16.
Of this fight?
That is.
So he
I don't
succeeds.
He hit me.
That's fine.
Anything else?
Nope. That's it. I'm just gonna try and hunker down. Zakkai! Look out!
Next up is Skamella. She, for her action, is going to use Sleight of Shadow Hand, and she, like, again, from under her, she has the one hand out, and then from under, like, all the rags, a second, like, green hand kind of reaches out. And then a third hand reaches out, and a fourth hand reaches out, and before they all start almost acting like little puppeteers, and you see the large gardener reach down as a giant hand.
Oh my god.
Calm down.
I'm glad
Yeah, get him, get him.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh my god. It's like the
I love
other
it.
mother's hand from
As a reach
Coraline.
Oh.
So cool.
I'm glad I moved.
Awesome.
That's so. I love
That's
it.
rad.
Thankfully, the
That's
giant
just how
gardener
well
does
my
have two arms.
Oh
No!
no! God!
But Sleight of Shadow Hand
Between the
is her
fingers.
action.
So cool.
Well,
So these are reaching down. We
Yes.
can see the arms as we get to the
Yes,
top.
you can see the kind of like arms reaching down.
So there's now no doubt.
Oh no, no.
Yeah. Some.
Something
He's just
going
cooking.
on.
He's cooking.
And you can almost. It's strange you hear it in the direction of her, but you almost hear the voice kind of echoing around you before you hear this ambiently in the air, Nik-Nak. Oi, wee one, where are you running off to?
Do we all hear that too?
Yeah. It is Shadowhand 1's turn.
Shadowhand 1.
It's gonna try
That was
a
quick.
foul fist against
Shadowhand 2 is
Kubo.
into the game.
Master
That's
hand.
a 12. That doesn't hit.
Nefarious hand.
The second shadow hand is gonna try foul fist on you. Attack. That's top. That is a 22 to hit. Shield.
Nice.
As this like massive hand comes like reaching down towards you, you just managed to cast shield enough as the big hands or fingers come like gripping down at you. Finding no purchase. That's the second hand. Next is Kuvo. He kind of like takes half a step back and says like, We might be in for a tough. He looks back at you and sees you're gone. Ah. On my own. Roy like reaches out and summons another blood spear to his hand, and he's gonna try and throw it at the first hand. That is 28 to hit. No, sorry, 26 to hit.
Dang.
Which hits.
He's on our side now.
Yeah.
So far, he's attacking the hand. So
Yeah.
we can save him for later.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend in some regards.
We'll let them fight each other.
Yeah.
Battle map over this.
Yeah,
We wanted to
We'll
make
see
sure
who we
he
lend a
didn't
hand
get-
to.
We did want to make sure he didn't win and get the Shard,
Shard,
of
right,
Immortality.
right.
Whoever can
And
give
she
us
seems
a leg
adversarial
up
to
in
him,
this.
so.
That would be you, my friend.
Harmony, you're up with Zakkai on deck.
Does it, when I landed on the table, did either of them look or make any sort of motion like they perceived me at all? Okay. Then
Probably distracted them with my glistening body.
I don't see any hands reaching for you.
what's the
Those are under the table.
He starts up with feet stuff.
He is barefoot all the time.
Scale brittle.
You can feel it.
Take a-
Right, like
take a bite,
sand
take a
It's
pit.
a sack of
Take a bite.
flour.
Yeah, I guess you would, huh?
I know what it is.
Yeah, I think it's a sack of flour.
Let's not think too much about the
Oh yeah.
the anatomy there.
does the hands
Sorry.
Is
Come
there,
down here
like-
with me as he helped me out.
is there space underneath? Like, can I see space between like the hand and Nik-Nak, or is it corporeal looking, or what's kind of the?
There's not very much space. I did grab at him and he cast shield, so you just see like the hand reach down and it's like the hands there and Nik-Nak is kind of like almost in like a snow globe kind of like just shield spell at it. In order to attack the hands, it is the base. So it's like it's a large creature. So if you're within melee of the base, you'll be able to like melee attack it.
Got you. Okay. Does the dash action break invisibility?
No.
Cast a spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Having something
Can you
with
do anything
violent intent or something like that.
Right.
Or,
I mean, you might make more noise if you dash. You won't be able to sneak, but it doesn't break it.
Nope.
Okay, then I'm going to. I have fly speed, so
You?
30, and then I'll dash. And as I'm swooping in, and I'm just like, Nik-Nak, it's me! I'm invisible! I'm gonna grab you! And then I'll just do like a flyby. 5, 10. So I can go like 5, 10 more.
Shield!
Grab him.
She's dashing, invisible, and flying. So it's like
I'm invisible and flying. Yeah, so 10, grab Nik-Nak, hopefully, and then... Let's see. 15, 20, 30. I'll just get to, like, this little side over here on the other side of the bread bowl. With Nik-Nak, I hope.
Just a little guy.
you have like swoop down and grab. Anything else you're doing on your turn already? That's pretty good.
I don't think I can do anything fun bonus action right now. I'll just say as I'm like carrying you, are you hurt? How are you okay?
You got me pretty good, but I'm alright for now.
Are you
I'm
what's your health?
like 50%.
Then I'll just do a healing word.
That will get you out of invisibility.
Yeah, casting a spell.
Okay, just hang on. I'm gonna fly us out of here.
Is it just hanging on to the one visible finger?
Yeah. You just
It's opposite now.
Yeah.
Now that you turn invisible,
Yeah.
only the finger is
yeah,
visible.
So you're being held, and there's like one finger right near you.
Anything else, Arthur?
No, that's it.
Zakkai, you're up.
Great. If I somehow get, can I get the sense that she's doing the rescuing?
I mean, you do at one point see Nik-Nak like dangling from
Wonderful.
nothing.
I mean,
as
I
he
guess
was
you would have.
like-
I would have like bonus action, got the wings.
Yeah.
Put the ring on.
Okay, so I would have seen your like.
And I
making
was
your
kind
way,
of like,
probably.
I can fly up there.
Okay.
I'll say
cool.
you're at least vaguely aware of
Yeah.
what Harmony's doing, what she's doing.
Potentially, you saw Nik-Nak just go woo.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna kind of look in front of me, see Kuvo and this scary pile of clothes with arms. I'm just gonna be like, out of here. I'm gonna kind of step to the right a bit, and then I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind, but I'm gonna pull out sand from my bag and just kind of hurl it in a wall, just across them as I push them, so they have to do a strength save.
The hands?
Or everything in the wall.
Everything in the line.
Oh, okay, so both
So I don't know.
Scamella and Kuvo at the very least.
Yeah, I'm trying to like push them away, then I'm gonna jump
You
off
step
the
one
table.
space to your right, you can get to that base too. Because you have to hit the base, right? Is that what you're saying? Is
Yes.
that
How wide is
Oh,
the
I
wall?
know. 10 feet. So
Oh, so
actually,
you
this would
would
be
be
Oh,
better.
yeah, you're good.
Oh,
Hey,
it's
I'll
just-
take it.
it's
Yeah,
not
it's 60
Oh.
by 10.
First Scamella's. It's a strength save.
Yes.
9.
She fails.
Eee.
She's pushed 15 feet, which would
Ooh.
put her right next to
Oh,
Kuvo.
she stumbles into his arms.
Her 10 arms.
Her 10 arms that all grasp him. Yeah. Wow, they're
Kuvo's
dancing.
dirty 20.
Yeah, he was fine. That's okay. They're hugging now.
Yeah.
And the hand 19.
Yeah, they're fine too.
But you push Scamella like right up against her, right up against him.
Awesome. Cool. And then I'm gonna do a little back somersault off the table, catch myself with my sand cloud as I start to lower myself. Be like, let's get out of here. And then I'll just float down like 10 feet.
All right. Top of the new round. Everyone else arrives. Anara, Basil, and Tem, please roll initiative for me.
Well, that makes sense.
Nik-Nak.
Jeez. I'll shout to them and be like, a Harmony transformed into a finger.
She's invincible now. She must got you.
Flying finger.
I don't know.
You're safe.
I don't know what we're doing. Let me just go see. And I'm just gonna like peek over just to sort of like assess what's going on. Like try to keep it like maybe like half cover or something.
Yeah.
And I will cast. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna take a shot.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and shoot the clothes pile.
We running or fighting?
Trying to shoot.
I don't know.
Fighting!
That's our
my
fighting.
answer.
Roll a hit.
Oh, jeez.
The clothes pile like the hag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should team up with her.
I don't know. I attacked
No,
him
no,
first.
no, yeah. It's fine.
Sorry, real quick question. The suit bowl is elevated. This isn't the.
No, that is not. That's on the same.
All right, so that doesn't block line of sight.
No.
Thank you. Okay, I was confused for a second.
Yeah.
Or, this kind of the big like sack right there. It has minor block. You won't be able to see like Scamella or Kuvo, but you do see the hands kind of reaching down.
Okay.
It's
kinda
it's
like-
a
yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
like a.
it's a flour sack, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, all this is.
All right. So block. So I can't see.
26.
Yeah, so we can't see
26?
Scamella at all either.
To hit
for our spot,
Scamella?
Yeah.
Yes.
hit.
So we have to either go around this thing to see what's going down.
All right.
Okay. 15 points of piercing damage.
I mean, I will say that you do full damage, the full damage that you rolled. As you shoot her, it's like you shot a pile of laundry. It just kind of like wobbles a little bit, but the hands coming out of it do kind of like twitch and react. It definitely felt it. Anything else?
That's all I know to do. What are we doing? And that'll be my turn.
Alright. Scamella's turn. She is going to wince a little bit at that shot and kind of look over at you. Yeah, she's gonna cast pins and needles on you.
Great.
Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
17.
17. That is the save, so you will take half damage. Oh, not even that great a roll. That is 4 psychic damage.
So 2?
No, it was halved to
Oh,
4,
to
so
4, okay.
just 4 psychic damage. You almost feel for a second that arm that is holding the blunderbuss. It feels prickly and tingly as if your arm just fell asleep for a second, and for a second there you almost feel like you're gonna drop the gun as if it has no dexterity anymore, but you push through it and are able to keep a hand on your weapon. She is going to bonus action cast Switcheroo. And that happened. Next up is Anara.
Oh,
okay.
It happens.
Okay.
She's now the bread bowl.
Did we see any kind of like? Was there any visual impact to what she just did? Like, did I notice an action being taken?
I will see that she's pretty squared off against Kubo at the moment, and as she sort of like kind of ducks down, it's kind of spooky where like the little mound of laundry and then like clothes that she has kind of squats down a little bit, and all the hands just kind of like grab the floor, and she almost goes into like kind of spider mode of just like several hands sticking out. But otherwise, nothing else you seem to have changed.
Got it.
But Anara, you're up.
The figure is like standing
Oh yeah, over
on,
here.
on this side of the table, like reaching down. Okay, I'm gonna move to, and then I'm gonna. Can I from there? Can I see Scamella?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna kneel down and then hold an action.
Okay.
And the action will be to attack Scamella if the hands attack anyone
Okay.
with my longer.
Gotcha. Awesome. You're holding the action. Next up, the Shadow Hands. First Shadow Hand is going to attack Kubo. Will that trigger you, or are you keeping him as an enemy?
No, I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna then attack the shadow and I'll shoot an arrows at them.
It's Foul Fist. It's 22 to hit. That does hit Kubo. Whew. That is 17.
Get him.
17 damage to Kubo.
Pinch.
Yeah. A little
I
flick.
peeked.
And you're attacking the hand with the
Yeah.
longbow. Roll the hit.
Yeah. And do I get like both two attacks with the one attack action? If it's a held action,
I believe so.
Yeah, because I think the
Kind of
second attack is
multi-attack.
part of your
part
attack.
of the whole.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
idea
If you
is
just get 2 attacks.
that you're
maybe.
so good, you're like swing, swing, instead of just swing.
Okay.
So just
That is
That cleared it up.
22 for the first one.
hits.
Ten points of piercing damage.
The arrow kind of like jabs into its wrist for a little bit, and it kind of like reacts. Second shot
24.
hits.
6 points of piercing damage.
As you like hit it a couple times in the wrist, you can see you hear again that kind of like crack that you heard when it reached in and kind of retrieved Scamella from inside it. You see like the same like just bright white light that's coming out of its eyes. You see start to like shine through cracks that you're starting to make in the wrist.
Oh, okay. So it definitely, it looks like it did some damage.
It
It's not
definitely
like
did some
it's
damage.
just big illusion hands.
Anything else? Anara?
That's how it has movement action.
Oh yeah, and it's that was first shadow hand. Second hand is going to that it can see.
Pass over.
I'll try to reach down towards you, Zakkai. It's going to use its grasping clutches. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Please.
Grasping at sand, honey. Come on.
So 13.
13. I'm
15.
sorry.
Get clutched.
Is you are considered grappled by the hand. Basil, you're up with Kuvo on deck.
Jumping up onto the countertop, a sense of fear and dread, a nervous tapping from my ghost foot. My scarf of the fleet foot will be constantly blowing, and I'll activate that to double movement speed, then be able to dash up next to Nik-Nak and like hunker down to him and be like, Nik-Nak, you're safe! And then just as I peel the corner, do I get an eye shot of Scamella?
If you keep going.
Yeah, just like kind of like keep going, just like almost like with too much speed, kind of like turn the corner and like drift a little bit.
I say by there, you do catch that.
Yeah. And I'll just like slow down and just like turn, see Nik-Nak is safe, and then like kind of see eye to eye and just also see Scamella, and just eyes wide open. Just,
It is a jarring, sudden like kind of like the world stops and it does that like Jaws thing where like the world like the zoom in but the world kind of zooms out at the same time, where the world kind of slows for you. You didn't register it because everything looks so different since you got back here. When you look around, Basil, this is that same kitchen. This is the same kitchen that you spent hours, days, weeks, you're not quite even sure how long, in a cage. You even see, like, on the floor down here, in a different corner of the kitchen that you didn't see before, piles of, like, little chains, empty animal traps. Just things that you are aware are not just for animals, they're for people like you. And, maybe not the exact same chains that held you here, but those look a lot like the ones that you had to cut your own foot off to get out of. It's the rest of your turn. What are you doing?
I see Scamella and I'm just like, you! Give me back my leg! Give me back my sister! Give me back Mint! And as I'm just like, the fury is just growing out of me, all the electricity is just surging through, and it'll just gather up into my foot, and I'll shoot Chaos Bolts at her.
Yeah.
Get her.
Go ahead.
Ooh, that is a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
Ooh, and I managed a swirl of just chaotic energy just pierces there and just stops flat and just drops right in front of her before even impacting her. No! And I would just bring out my sword too and just start ready, just flailing it around. I'm gonna get you! And that'll be the rest of my action.
Squirrel kind of hears this and is gonna take this opportunity to use a legendary action.
Oh.
As you kind of like as you shout that kind of like head, which is all the hair hanging down that hood, kind of like twitches a little bit and turns ever so slightly, and you see those two lights behind that kind of waterfall of hair. Oh, nasty little fearty! Lucky for me. And another hand comes out from all those tangles of like clothes and whatnot. Lucky for me, I've got my lucky Harengon's foot. As he brings out on like a chain hanging there is a very familiar Harengon foot hanging from shackles as she pulls it back inside her like wrap.
Rude.
Name.
Get your feet and all your hands for this. I'm just gonna wave her sword at her feet and say, I'm gonna cut your limbs with this, with your own blade.
Anything else you're doing?
No.
Next up is Kuvo. Kuvo takes that takes a moment to recognize that there's like a little bit of recognition between the two of you there, takes that opportunity to immediately throw a fist forward to punch at Scamella. He's gonna do, what is it called? Savage Fist. Ooh, that's 28 to hit.
Damn. This guy.
Hits. Which does 15 bludgeoning damage. He kind of like does that before kind of glancing around real quick, and whoever wants to can make a perception check.
Sure.
If you're within line of sight of.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Was I lifted up to the table, or am I held down where I was grabbed?
I guess I would be.
At the moment, it's sort of like,
Flying
basically it's
still.
sort of like reached around the corner and
Uh-huh.
got you right as there. And it's sort of where it's held in the turnover.
Okay.
50.
I'm
15?
stuck on scale
18.
at 10.
18. 10. Yeah. You don't see anything. I'll say that Nik-Nak and Anara, you do notice Kuvo, after he kind of like punches Scamella, immediately turns and starts running this direction. And it seems that like sort of along this wall, there's like a bunch of like, you know, pots, pans, ladles hanging from like different things. There's also a sort of spice rack where dozens and dozens of like bottles and little containers are all like set up and all crowded into little shelves. Kuvo spots it and makes a beeline towards it. That is Kuvo. Harmony, you're up.
These things don't get attacks on as you leave, or no?
Good.
Actually, yeah, good call.
No, I'm
Shit.
like they don't. Tell
Oh, they don't. Yes. No, it's gonna. It's gonna
No. Let me tell you.
Because I'm like, if it doesn't attack that,
Then it can't get out.
It's gonna use a reaction to miss Kubo with a natural 4 on the dice. Alright, now Harmony, you're up. What's the kind there?
So I was still kind of floating, and I see Kuvo run this way. Watching him, can I see either insight or something to try to see what he's looking at?
Yeah.
To try to like pinpoint what
Like where
jar,
he's-
object, or whatever he's going for.
Yeah, you can give me either perception or insight check.
12.
Perception or insight.
I guess. Well, I know he's looking for something, so I guess perception, because I want to try to see if I can spot what I think he's looking for.
Okay. You do kind of like see it's the shelf he's clearly moving towards. It's like it's overly crowded with like bottles and containers and whatnot, so you can't quite see which one exactly he's going to. But you do see that there are a total of 3 shelves, and he's kind of like looking at one. You see that he spots like the middle shelf between the top and bottom one, and kind of gives a little satisfied nod. So at least you know that it's on that middle
Yeah.
second shelf.
What size are the bottles? Is everything overly large?
Everything is overly large.
So the bottles are like what my size?
Yeah,
Or
they're a little. They're
could
like
I carry it like Nik-Nak?
Yeah, actually, they're roughly
Like a barrel.
Like a barrel.
Yeah, it's like a barrel sized.
They're glass. Are they filled with liquid or filled with items?
Most of them are glass. In terms of what's in them, it's sort of a
Mystery.
Yeah, it's a. Some of them have liquid. Some of them have like
Powder.
dust or powder. Some of them have like solid objects that.
But the 3, I guess, the 3 in the middle,
Person.
on the middle row.
The
Shattered
middle
glass.
row has primarily liquids. There's a couple things that have. There's like one you see looks like just has like a single tree branch in it. One of them has like a couple other objects in it, little floating like
Some
balls of light.
Okay.
Person.
And one more question.
Yeah,
Is this boiling?
looks to be bubbling. Yes. The
Oh, I
big,
like where this is
big
going.
pot.
Okay.
That's a fun question.
And sorry, one more question.
That soup is mid-brewed. But yeah.
How high up is that middle rack
It's,
compared to like how high would he have to climb up?
it's like 15 feet.
Okay, so it's not super high. Dang it. I wish I had 2 actions. I know.
How about just this once?
Just one.
How about pretty please?
What's your thought? What are you trying to do?
I will. Okay, I'm gonna use my action to dash also to fly to that shelf
Okay.
that he's looking at, the middle shelf, and I guess land on it, assuming there's like a little room in there. And if I had to guess, one of the bottles that might be the most valuable thing, or what I would think might be the closest to potentially being this fragment of immortality. I'm going to, if I can do this with like a bonus action, I want to kick that bottle into the pot.
Oh, okay.
And watch his face and see if he's like worried, obviously.
Give me.
Seasonings.
We're making a stew.
I'll say you get there in terms of like finding one. You'll have to use an action to kind of like pick one out.
Okay.
Unless you want to grab a random one and throw it in. Otherwise, you can do that now. If you want to investigate and actually pick which one you're throwing in, you'll have to do that next time.
Okay, in that case, I will fly up onto the shelf and hide behind the bottles.
Make a stealth check with advantage, please.
Let's see if this die doesn't. I feel like it always does. It didn't. I only use that one when I have advantage, so that it doesn't count. You said stealth. 23 stealth.
Got it.
Yeah, so I'll just be, I guess I would just try to pick, like, say this shelf is kind of where he is, just kind of like, not directly in front of him if he were to climb straight up, but like one jar to the side. Because I want to see him, but I don't want to be just like right in front of him if he starts looking.
Anything else, Harmony?
Oh. No. No.
Zakkai, you're up with Tem on deck. Oh, sorry. At the start of your turn.
It's like right here.
Yeah, I think I'm like technically
On the
in
wall.
like a in like a.
Oh no! I got this, guys. Don't worry about it. I can take them.
You take 14 bludgeoning damage at the start of your turn as the hand squeezes you.
Ooh, oh my goodness.
Grasping clutches.
Wait, now he's got Zakkai.
Zakkai! This whole fight is a series of Basil just screaming people's names and running towards you.
Damn. Alright. Well, my armor of sand is looking very rough. I'm gonna try to wriggle out. Actually, yeah, with like the cracked and maybe like loose sand that might be kind of pouring off from the damage. I'm gonna see if I can like use the extra space to like wriggle out.
Give him friction burn while we
give me an athletics or
Whatever it
acrobatics
takes.
check.
Zakkai's oiled dog.
Exfoliation.
It's always oiled.
14. Acrobatics.
It is literally the escape DC.
Aha!
You just managed to like kind of wriggle and pull yourself out. Yeah, you're free of its clutches. I can say you can if you can choose to either stay like where you were and come off the hand and move there, or you can stay sort of like on the hand and just like climb out of its grip and on top of it, whichever you choose.
Now, I would only assume that if I climb onto the back of its hand, it can't grab me.
I can do that.
I could hook myself in. The ride of a lifetime. Now I'm gonna I'll kind of like run across the back of the hand and I'll leap back onto the table. I guess assess the situation. We've got. I can't see you.
You can see me hunkered down with my bow
see you hunkered
next
down.
to the flower.
You do know
So-
now where both Nik-Nak and Basil are, and you see kind of the hag kind of crouched down on the ground, what,
Looking
4
all
or 5 of them.
scary and creepy.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. I'm going to. I believe that my. I mean, I don't. I believe my gust of wind thing is a concentration. So is it still going?
Oh, actually, I think you're
so.
right.
You have to make a con
I don't
save.
remember.
Yeah,
right,
just
because I was.
against you. What you took 14?
Yeah, I
DC
said
is
14.
9.
19.
Got him.
Yeah.
Plus whatever my con is. Okay, well, I'm gonna pop up. I'm actually going to, I'm gonna put my hood up as I kind of like run up, and then with the kind of flourish of the hood, some green kind of like green energy, like emerald green energy, kind of like flickers just for a second over the hood, as you see kind of the green energy rush through the wind, the gust of wind, and turn into a dust devil. So I get a little guy.
I
get a little guy.
Got a guy.
I got a little guy. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the dust devil makes a strength saving throw. So, just for the awareness of it all. Okay, that was my action, and then my bonus.
Did you want to maybe put it in between so that I could get both if they don't move?
You're so smart. Yeah, I'll put that there. Okay, and that was my action. Okay, I'm going to use Rock Slide and burst myself. Actually, burst myself this way to try.
You cannot cast 2 spells.
Oh, ooh, you're so right about that. In that case, I will do almost nothing. I'm just gonna run over this way, try to kind of meet up with Anara,
You're close enough. It won't
and be like, "Watch out for the hand."
It won't take attack of opportunity because you're still within its. Anything else, Zakkai?
No, that's it.
Tem, you're up.
Okay, huffing and puffing up, right? Finally getting like. There were a bunch of little red guys down there that were just running around.
You look down and you see a good like 60 feet below you.
Just milling aimlessly.
Yeah, they're looking for someone. Kind of, I guess, more seeing like the tops of the chaos that's happening over here from behind this flour sack, and then, yeah, I guess not really able to see much beyond here. Tem's kind of gonna run more in. Tem will, seeing Nik-Nak just be like, "You're okay? What's happening?"
I don't know. I don't even know where Harmony is anymore.
Knowing that everyone's kind of scattered around, will strike his staff on the ground, get 3 little motes of his bells lit up, and then will... Dang, not even one other person is within 30 feet of me. 25 feet, just outside.
Can you move like 1?
I can't. That was my full movement, so...
Well,
If
is
you
it
move like 1 that way.
5, 10, 15, 20,
25.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, you would be still, no matter where I go. I will then instead. I can't even see any line of sight on any enemies or anything. I'm going to.
If you move like 1 this way, so if you go back a diagonal and then go that way,
This way.
are you still within 30? And then does that get you
30? No, still.
not.
Yeah. It's fine. I am going to pop up as, let's just hope it'll do something eventually, Spirit Guardians as a precautionary measure.
It's 15 foot radius.
A nice little knitting circle.
It's what?
Is it a 15 foot radius?
It is 15 foot. Yes, it is.
It's the black one.
I mean, nothing's in it right now, but it'll move with me if I keep it up.
That'll
So.
go around 10.
And you'll see, I think it's almost like the spirits of the discarded, like, cloth and, like, other, like, things that have been trashed in this house and discarded and abused and just, like, you know, just the garbage that was not taken
given
care
the-
of.
Yeah, not given the care.
Not
So they come out with a vengeance. It's like almost like normally Tem's
Love it.
magic is kind of like, you know, it's like shining rainbowy kind of threads and stuff. This has like a reddish tint to it, and it's like very feels like almost like malintent as these, you know, like cloth-like spirit threads then create an aura around him.
Ooh, angry 10.
Yeah.
He hates clutter.
I'm always late to the party too. Rips off the fucking the hanky that's been like trailing. It got caught on his tail, so he's just like, get off. That's my turn.
Alright. Actually, before that.
Oh, can I have a concentration ring too as well, just so I remember?
Oh, can I actually also have one? For my little guy.
Helps with the memory.
Skamel's gonna use a
Right,
legendary
second.
action. She's gonna do Sleight of Shadow Hand again and have this one move. Right for you, Basil. Sorry, there. And allows it to take one strike against you. That's foul fist.
Come on, I'll take your pinky off.
Oop, that is a 24 to hit.
I will be a conduit for chaos and give it disadvantage on the hit.
Ooh, natural 2. That will not hit you.
Yay! So as it slams down, I just like pop up right in between the fingers.
Right through the two
And I just like don't do anything.
It is quite literally a full Bugs Bunny moment where it slams down and just misses you. That's else. Nik-Nak, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to sort of stumble across the knuckles and get close to Hops, and then look at him and be like, "Is that her?"
It's her, and she's got my foot. I'm gonna get her hands and her fingernails and these hands.
And we're gonna get your foot back. And I'll pull out like two thick bolts, or nuts rather, and I will be like, "Here," and I'll just like shove it onto his finger and shove one onto mine, and we'll do a very like Wonder Twins. And I will cast Warding Bond on both of us.
Oh, neat.
So
Imagine as we like leave like an electrical conduit that
Yeah.
like sparks between us.
yeah. So within 60 feet, you get +1 bonus to your AC and saving throws, and you have resistance to all damage.
Neato.
As long as you're within 60 feet of me.
Okay.
Anything else, Nik-Nak? Or Sledge?
Oh, Sledge, yeah. Sledge will... Sledge can't see... I mean, he probably can see us, so... He will... He'll just get that one. Put it back one more. Yeah, he'll just get there and be like ready to act as soon as he can. And then I will. I'll stick with you for right now. Yeah.
Alright.
Let's get her.
Next up is Scamella. She's
Now
starting
we
her turn
know.
within 5 feet. Is that, or she ends her turn?
Ends, yeah. Which makes it much harder.
That's true.
Just have to chase you down the whole thing.
And follow it.
Can I get a magical effect thing just so I remember the warding bond? Sweet.
She's gonna turn. Actually,
I also have
she's
that.
smart.
So if we bump it, we can bump a bunch of them.
Natural one. So she doesn't know any better. She's gonna turn and kind of like see Zakkai running off that way.
Yeah.
So soft.
She's gonna reach out with one of her many hands and cast pins and needles on you. Make a Constitution saving throw for me, Zakkai.
Joke's on you. I don't have nerves.
She kind of looks like a crazy
I
like
mean,
doll.
oh.
Like,
Kind
She kind of does.
You said that was a con?
Mhm.
19.
19. That succeeds. So again, like as you're running, your legs almost like fall asleep and you stumble a little bit as if you were about to lose all your movement, but kind of like push through it and keep moving. Just to be fair, I rolled an intelligence check for her to see if she was smart enough to realize that she had to move away from that thing. She rolled a natural one, so she is not aware. She just sees a little dust thing and doesn't really pay it much mind.
Thank goodness.
So she will remain where she is. So that she ends her turns then.
Great. Strength save.
Save. Natural 18. Dice for 20.
That's a success. Yeah, it was success.
Success?
Yeah, you're good. It's just whatever it's doing.
It's just there.
Hanging out.
It's just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Just a cute little guy.
We love little
Stay
guys.
where she
You got games on your
is.
phone?
You are using
You
a
got
phone.
games on your phone?
Anara, you're up.
Okay, quick question.
Mhm.
Do I get the sense that she needs to use her arms to cast spells? I mean, I've seen
Jesus.
her.
There are a lot.
where I'm
of
going
Does she
with
arm
this.
really
things.
need her arms?
I'm grappling every one of them.
There's a lot of arms going on.
Yes, indeed. She also seems to have no shortage of them.
But if
We
I
can help with that.
grapple her, does that make her restrained? Would that stop her?
There's only one way to find out.
Certainly try.
Right. Okay. All right. Is she taking any damage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
And
think
as
I
far as I
shall.
know, she didn't have to make a con save to keep the hands going. Okay. All right. Fuck it.
Yeah, there you go.
that's what we want to hear.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm actually just gonna drop my bow.
Mhm.
I mean, if I have to stow a weapon and pull another one, it's a whole thing.
The whole thing.
If I just drop one, can I pull the sword? I just drop the bow there for now. So I'm gonna pull the long sword, and then I'm gonna unarmed strike when I get in range.
Roll the hit.
That is a 22.
Definitely hits.
I'm gonna try and grapple her.
Alright.
So the DC is 8. It's 16. Because I can use my dex instead of my strength.
She rolled a 14.
Ooh.
Okay, she is restrained.
She is grappled, but she's immune to the restrained condition. So,
Okay.
but she is still grappled, so her speed is 0.
Okay.
But yeah, she's immune to the restraint. As you run up to her and grapple, some of her hands from out underneath her, just
That's
a
fair.
couple more seem to come out.
That's fair. I will. My second attack will be to try and stab her with the long sword.
Yeah, roll the hit.
24.
Hits.
Um, 11 points of slashing damage.
As you go and stab it, it's again just kind of like stabbing pile laundry, where it almost doesn't stab at first, and you have to really kind of get it in there. But you do feel it make contact with something, and the hands kind of all twitch and recoil a little bit back. She took the full damage.
And then I guess I'm kind of holding her, and then with the kind of with my fist as I'm holding the sword, I'm going to flurry of blows and just.
Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?
Roll a hit.
Hell yeah.
If I was clever, I would say that. That is also a hit, I think. That's 24.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, that's good. 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Woo!
And the last attack is a 22 to hit.
Hits.
I'm rolling well today.
Get her.
And that is 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
I have
And
to.
then, like, Zakkai, help!
Coming!
Holding the hands and punching her, stabbing her. Like, just...
I have to know. Does she smell like dirty laundry or like?
It's the closer
I
you
have
get
no
to
sense
her.
of smell. So
Oh, dang it! Well, then we will never know.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. No idea.
I'll be there in a second.
Anything else, Anara?
No, that is movement action. Bonus action, so that is everything.
Excellent.
Yeah, so
Scamella will
punch, a
use
grapple,
a.
sword hit, another punch.
Oh, yeah.
That's an hour for you.
Mhm.
They all hit. That's
Yeah, that was
Okay.
great. That
very
was awesome.
unusual for me to roll that.
Scamella uses legendary action to cast a spell. She kind of like is being grappled by you, and a bunch of the hands are trying to pull away against you, and then you feel like you're grappling the hands, and then more hands grab onto your arms as she casts Bestow Curse. Make a Wisdom saving throw.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
11.
That's a failure. So as she kind of like grabs onto you, she's like, "Oi, let me give you a hand." But she kind of reach out and grab onto you. You are cursed. As part of the Bestow Curse, she's going to choose. You must make a Wisdom saving throw at the start of each of your turn. If you fail, you spend that action doing nothing.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a bad one.
Next in the initiative order is Shadow Hand 1, which is going to be going to turn and take a foul fist against you, Zakkai. That is caught. That's a natural one.
Hey.
Other hand is just going to like go beyond the ground, lift up, and then just slam right back down. It's going to aim for Nik-Nak this time. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Shoot again.
So yeah, it slams down and stops just a couple inches above both of your guys' heads.
I'm just like trying to poke it.
I can do this a couple more times.
Do I still have reactions?
Yeah.
Okay. But it's just like on my turn.
Yeah. So well, it says at the start of your turn you must make a Wisdom save.
Okay.
And it's only you spend your action that turn doing nothing. So you would still have reactions as normal.
Thank you.
Basil, you're up.
I'm going to scurry around and hop over and in between the fingers, and then right as I get up into this little spot, I will Herringon hop out of it, and in my dust, I will try to like rake the hand away at a couple times and make a little unarmed strike. Does a 9 hit it? Nope. So as I try to do that, I like try to rake it a couple times. I fall flat again, and then my leg will kind of like rocket shoot me up a little, like 15 feet, and then I will use the rest of my movement like, "Don't take your eyes off me!" And I will just try to swipe away and cut one of her hands off.
Roll the hit.
Come on, hands is holding me!
Which one? And just keep on slicing through.
Just how many there were?
Does a 13 hit one of the hand?
Normally it wouldn't, but with her switcheroo, it does.
Oh.
Whatever
still
this
don't know what that
switcheroo
Whatever
is.
that is.
So that will
We
be
don't know what that is.
a switcheroo. I will re-roll that too with my Great Weapon Mastery for an 11 damage as I slice off 11 fingers off of some hands.
Slice it, like right through a hand. Just another one kind of crawls out from underneath it. Just for, because you did like successfully kind of get through it, I will tell you. Switcheroo switches her AC, so you have to roll below her AC to hit. As opposed to above.
So you don't want to roll high.
That's fun.
That's interesting.
Justice, Gamella. Anything else, Basil?
Wait, so but I still hit her. So she switched her again.
So it act keeps changing,
Which switcheroo are we on now?
So now it's roll under.
Yeah.
but we don't know when it
We
makes
don't.
switch
Yeah,
again.
but we don't know.
Yeah.
That was
It's pretty chaotic.
That's
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeesh.
vague.
That was everything. That was movement, bonus action, and action.
And she took damage,
She just take that.
and I think bestow curse is concentration, right?
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, sweet.
How much damage?
It was 11 damage.
Oh, she's 10. She succeeds.
Sorry, I wanted to make sure that I got at least tried.
No, fair enough. Absolutely.
Are they within 10 feet of me?
So that's it for you, Basil?
Yes.
Excellent. Kubo spends his turn running and climbing. He's going to use his movement to climb up to that second shelf. We'll make an investigation.
It only takes 15 of his movement, so
You're just gonna scare him and he'll fall into the soup.
For a second there, Harmony, you're kind of like worried for a moment that he can't see you as he looks kind of like right at you.
Yeah.
And he smiles a little bit and he kind of like takes a step forward.
creep.
And you just watch as he reaches towards you and then right over you as he kind of like grabs the bottle behind you and kind of like pulls
And
it.
I'm just like,
As you like just kind of screw off to the side, he pulls it and starts trying to like pull at the cork. He's gonna have to make a strength check. Oh my god! Just pops right out.
what
That
is
was good.
what's the inside? What's inside that one?
It just looks like sand. The bottle looks like it's filled with sand. Before he like reaches in
It's my
and
mom.
starts like digging around. That is Kubo's action.
Who's the
Harmony, you're up.
Ow, fuck.
As he's now just standing like maybe 8 feet away from you.
He's kind of like, he's like right here.
digging his hand in this oversized bottle and just reaching around.
Sneeze on him.
And I couldn't. It just looks like sand. I couldn't see anything inside it.
No.
And it's really. The whole time that I was thinking of stuff, it wasn't quite for this.
That's D&D, baby.
I know.
Yeah.
And now I'm back to. I don't even know what you guys were doing because I was just like.
Harmony in her own little mind palace, just trying to like plot out actions, all wiped away.
Okay. But the bottle is kind of like about our size, like it's huge, and he's kind of
Yeah,
fully in there.
it's like oversized. It's like just it's the mouth of the bottle is like about that wide. But the actual bottle itself is probably like 3-4 feet deep.
Okay. Okay, I am going to. Okay, well, first I'm gonna fly. Well, yeah. So that I'm not. So that I'm kind of like hovering over here, not. Oh, dang. Okay. I think I have to get close first. So I'll be flying off the edge, but I have to, I think, be within 5 feet. Oh, 10 feet. Fuck yeah. Okay, 10 feet. Okay. We haven't seen any like picture or anything or description of the Shard of Immortality.
No.
But based on the size of that jar and the amount of digging and shuffling around that he's doing, it's probably what, like maybe like that kind of size-ish or something, or
If
even,
he's
or
reaching
could
up,
be smaller even.
The mouth of the bottle is only about that big, so it's big enough to fit like his arm. He's having a hard time. His arms are massive, but whatever's inside has to fit like around that through all
No
the
bigger than a baseball or a basketball.
There's too much fist things happening in this episode. I just have to say right now.
Yeah. All right.
What do you mean?
No idea what we're talking about.
What?
The note.
Today's episode is sponsored by Vaseline.
Yeah.
Bye, Chris.
Okay. What I'm gonna do, from where I'm floating 10 feet from him, and it's not a spell because it's one of my bard things, performance of creation.
Okay.
Within the jar, I want to create an approximately shaped, like sized, and I don't know what it's gonna like, so I'm just gonna make it look like a kind of like ragged, edgy, like pinkish diamondy, like something
Yeah,
sort of
totally.
opaque and crystalline,
Opalescent,
and
yeah.
it's a shard,
Yeah.
so it's kind of cracked on and jagged on like an edge.
Awesome.
And I'm just gonna try to make it near the top.
Just
Yeah.
make it up.
Yeah.
The little label.
Yeah. Yes. A printed label of
Like
Shard of
Shard of
Immortality.
Yeah, just
A little
halfway
Make
down
sure
the
you don't have a
jar.
typo on it.
Yeah, halfway down the jar where he quite hasn't reached to yet, but so that hopefully he touches it. And it'll last like 3 hours, so yeah, so that's my action.
Very smart.
Is to do that. And I think I'll just, well, it's 10 feet. Does the shelf kind of run this sort of length right here?
Yeah.
But there's not like too many. Well,
Does that break your invisibility?
no, because it's not a spell.
Mm-hmm.
It's my like bard.
Oh,
thing.
right.
Oh, I'm nervous. Okay. I'm just gonna hover. I'm gonna hover here, and I'm just
Watching.
watching.
Yeah.
To
Absolutely.
to see.
Alright. Zakkai, you're up with Tem on deck.
Zakkai is going to run over this way, trying to get under and past the arm from the hand.
It's going to take an attack of opportunity against you. Zakkai.
Nope.
That's 17 hit.
Fails with my sand armor on.
It just swipes at you and just barely slide underneath.
I'm gonna pop up on this side. I still have my. I can use my cloud with my movement, so I'm gonna have it rush under me. I'm gonna have it like lift me, and I want to do kind of this like windmilling like sand attack with my sand claws as I do 1, 2.
You kind of flip over her and land, and the sand almost kind of follows you, but instead of just splashing on you, it kind of goes around you and kind of creates a little tornado around you. But yeah, roll the hit.
Awesome. That will be a 24
Hits.
and a 27.
But-
27, yeah.
Both definitely hit.
Nice.
Oh my god. D8.
So we're going over that time.
You're still injured.
Okay. That is an 8 for the first one. And there's a 6 for the second one, but I'm gonna add my once a turn damage for I think it's 4.
So a total of 10.
Yes.
As you
8 and 10.
Wait. Yeah, because I'm adding it to the
Both
second
one.
one. Correct. I can only add it to one attack.
She doesn't treat close.
she does
Get rid of that guy.
Oh, it's +5.
+5.
Nope, wait. I looked at the wrong thing. What is it? Yeah, past that, I'm just gonna flank. I'm gonna scoot over here and be like, or you're not going anywhere. she wasn't trying to leave. And then I'll just kind of, just
that like
walk
just
her behind.
dramatic flip above her into like sand claws raking down against her. She seems to like kind of wince and be distracted as you feel that hex.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Make it
Do stuff again.
Teamwork.
Anything else, Zakkai?
Basil came to save me.
Nope. It's my turn.
Alright. Tem, you're up.
Okay. Having seen,
Nothing.
yeah, very much this
going
little
on?
view.
You can see these big hands.
Big
like,
hands,
smashing
And
down.
it went to go for Nik-Nak. Nik-Nak, got his little bubble up and was able to be fine, but looks like injured still. So I will,
You got the red cats.
yeah, 5, 10. As I'm running up, I will cast a second level healing word on Nik-Nak.
Thank you.
And I'm going to use one of my motes to add, I believe it's just one more d4 to that too. Let me just double check. No, when it is healing, it's an extra 2d4.
Nice.
Yes. So that was 5. 15 hit points back to you, sir.
Real good, thank you.
And then it enters the aura for Spirit Guardians for the hand.
That's true. It's a wisdom save?
Wisdom save.
How wise can it be?
Right.
On its
It's the
own.
most unwise of all body parts.
It did roll a natural 1, so...
Okay, great. So it's going to take 3d8 radiant.
It's still thinking about how it missed Basil. That's all.
How did that happen? Well, try to slam down on Nik-Nak twice and be like, I'm sure I'm hitting it. Why? Stupid little marbles getting like in my finger.
9 radiant damage.
That is 18 radiant damage.
Oh.
Alright.
I wish I rolled better on those then.
Yeah.
As the hand like definitely like recoils and draws back at this kind of like the light and the curse of all these discarded objects.
Exactly.
Just kind of start ripping and shredding through that hand.
This is what you get for clutter. That was movement and action, and I don't think I can do anything bonus action wise. Yeah, I used all my movement. So I'm just gonna. I'm like technically, am I just out from under how it was positioned before the like pinky was right on top of?
Yeah, you're technically not within like
the
5
hand
feet
space. Okay. All right. Cool. That's it.
Thank you so much.
You're
Top of the round. Nik-Nak, you're up.
Okay. Seeing them like doing their thing over there and remembering how I once shot Tem, I don't want to take a shot at her.
Do it!
So I'm gonna look up here, and do I see him like actively trying to grab for something?
Yeah, he's rummaging around a bottle.
Okay.
Shoot the bottle.
Yeah, I don't know, so I'm just gonna be like, he's going for the thing! And I'm going to take, I'll take a shot at the bottle.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll the hit.
Okay.
I first thought you were trying to shatter the bottle.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that would have been. Well, I don't know. I want to stay
Nik-Nak's
invisible as long as I
body
can.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Because it gives me a little wiggle room to.
But that would have like half the
16.
spell, so it's like.
Well, damn.
I love it when Nik-Nak is like, oh, well, I don't want to shoot those people, so I'm just going to shoot up there. Where
Yeah.
harmony is.
I don't see her. I don't see her. I don't know.
No.
If I
think
hit
it's like,
it
it
by
should be fine.
accident.
It should be fine.
That would be so funny. That is 15 points piercing.
I must be safe.
Sounds just like get him.
Measure twice, shoot once.
All this chaos is kind of happening down on the board. Harmony, you're just like there intently watching as he's rummaging around. You can see that his fingers getting like closer and closer to like your created thing before the bottle explodes and like sand goes flying everywhere. And he's like pulls back a little bit, surprised by it. Sand starts like pouring down onto the shelf and then onto the ground before 2
What does the other
Hit the
thing
shelf.
look like?
Yeah.
A jagged, rosy.
No!
You guessed?
That intuition.
That's a almost you almost like for
now, but you don't know which one is the
It
real
Well,
one.
I can tell which
jagged
one I made.
crystal,
Oh, that's
crystal,
true.
crystal, jagged shard.
That is
Nice.
wild.
So two shards of immortality quickly
Yes!
down the ground, and Kubo looks down
That is
and is looking at
wild.
both of them.
Oh my god, this is
Wait,
amazing.
do you know which one you made? You know
Well, I
which-
should know which one I made, I think.
You know
Plus,
which one.
also the one that fell out first would be the real one, presumably.
The one that was on the bottom or lower, I guess.
I will say that
Right.
at the very least, you can
Yeah.
determine which
Your
is
own
Kubo's.
magic
Yeah,
signature.
I
or
think
whatever,
you have
right?
to like imagine what it looks like.
Everybody
Yeah,
likes
right.
their own brand.
Right, yeah. You're like, this one smells like me.
Yeah. That was me.
Nice.
Do I see the two things fall?
Well,
Okay.
you're not offending this.
At that, I'll
Oh,
shout.
yeah.
Oh shit,
Wrong
wrong,
one.
wrong,
There's two.
wrong.
And I'll take my second shot
Just
against
describe
him.
the exact
Against
Nick
Kubo.
probably should have been.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh,
I don't know. It could be anything. Like, oh,
that probably won't hit. That's a 16. Okay. So. Oh, jeez.
It's Himalayan sea salt. You read the module.
I will have Sledge come up and do like a defense with Tem, and I'm just going to try and like get on the other side of the hand.
Nice.
That's it.
Skamala's turn.
Actually, you know what? Sorry. Sledge will get closer and still be next to Tem, and he'll take some hammers against the hand.
Yeah, roll the hit.
He hasn't done that in a while.
In him.
Bruise him.
Yes. From behind you, Tim, like you hear this like almost like a buzzsaw sound as like this just brassy sphere rips at you and then leaps up over you and sort of Sonic the Hedgehog kind of crashes down onto this hand.
14?
Does not hit him.
Okay, no worries.
Alright, next is Skamala. She hears the glass shattering and she kind of like looks over both of you, kind of like points it to the shelf. Oh, hands off! That's mine. And she's going to she'll blow her turn. She wants it to do a sleight of shadow hand to command this hand to come up, and it's gonna do a foul fist. No, it's gonna do grasping clutches at Kubo.
You're just outside it.
Woo. And Kubo has to make a dex save, which he might actually fail. Yes, he does. So he is grappled by the hand.
All coming together.
For her bonus action, Skamala looks at the people around her and she will switcheroo.
So it should be low.
So it's,
now it
no,
should
now
be
it
high.
should be higher.
And no, their highs were hitting.
Oh,
My highs were hitting, but then I came.
then
Your high
you're...
hit.
But then you're
My
low.
high-
like a
Low
20
hit.
something.
You got a 14, didn't you?
No, I rolled well both my hits last turn.
Well, we're gonna find out.
So I
We will see.
Anara, you're up.
Okay,
That's if that is the same. So to 2.
here's what I want to do.
Switcheroo to electric boogaloo.
I want to feint as if I'm going to try and strike her strike. But what I actually want to do is reach and see if I can grab the hand from her.
Yeah.
Mm.
For this one, make a sleight of hand check. As you sort of like plunge your hand
Yeah.
into the
I'm going to just
many
try.
folds of this like
See if I can just
random
what you
wraps
pick
and
out.
cloth that she's trying to wrap herself in.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You should just like plunge your hand into the many folds of the like kind of like wraps that she has on. And it feels like you're just reaching into like a pile of clothes. It's just fabric, and you're just kind of reaching around. And as you're like in, you're like maybe a little bit more than like kind of elbow deep before you feel
More fisting.
More
hands
fisting.
kind of grab onto your
Fisting.
arm. Make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
No.
Oh no.
Getting pulled in.
As she has her reaction, 100 hands.
Oh.
You weren't kidding
That
when you
is a
said
22
shortage.
on the dex saving throw. 22.
22. You just managed to pull your arm free out of all these like hands that you can feel grasping you on the inside. You just managed to pull it out.
Yeah.
Yoinks.
Anything else on your turn?
Okay. So that's my action.
Mhm.
I don't. Yeah. I will. I think I can just straight bonus action unarmed strike, right? Without,
You can now.
yeah.
Hmm.
All right. I'll do that.
Yeah, we'll hit.
Yeah. So that's a 13.
It hits.
Oh.
Switcheroo.
Ah,
Yes. Switcheroo.
there we go.
Boo! Oh, good.
And so you may roll damage.
I don't want to miss it.
That
It still
is,
hits.
8 points of bludgeoning damage. Yes, I miss. I'm still hit.
Not in a nutshell. Anything else?
No. I'm going to stay engaged so that hands.
First up is that first hand is going to just immediately fall into a fist and slam down and trying to hit Tem.
Right.
Sledgehammer will deflect attack.
Gives it disadvantage?
Yeah.
Worse than before, but still my hit is 17.
Hits.
That is 20 points of bludgeoning.
Boy.
As it kind of slams, fist slams you down. It's just happy that it was able to hit something this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other hand.
I gotta make a con save for the Spirit
Oh,
Guardians.
yes, you do.
So this would be
This is the 10.
10, yeah. Nope. Oh wait, con save, so maybe... Fuck, I was one away. So Spirit Guardians goes away.
It just slams down.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Spirit Guardians goes down. The other hand, since it's grasping Kuvo, is actually going to drag him away from the two shards and pull him 60 feet this direction.
Oh, yeah.
60 feet?
Yes, yes, yes.
But he means like as he's pulled away, he tries to scramble and grab the two shards, but is pulled away from them.
Nice.
Yeah, are they on the shelf or are they down 15 feet on the counter?
They're on the shelf. That
Oh, okay.
Or that he was standing on.
Okay.
That's the second hand. Basil, you're up.
I would like to, as each hand is like coming through the 100 hands, like grabbing out of like Anara from the fist, I would like to just continue to cleave and hack away at as many hands as I can through there.
Please.
Don't worry, I won't. Sweet. That is a 11 to hit.
Hits.
And I will add bonus action a chaotic smite to this one to add an extra d8 of force damage onto this. I'm gonna reroll that 2 for a weapon. Oop, that was so that being 14 slashing. And then 7 force damage. And then that was a odd number, so then that should roll a wild magic surge.
Have fun, you.
Roll that for me there.
Here we
For
go.
being in the Fae, an electrical discharge and overload will happen, and I get a 2.
Wow. 2. Roll 1d4 for me, please.
Yeah.
More red cats.
Another 2!
Another 2. For the next 2 hours, you cannot cast any spells
Oh.
or cantrips.
Oh no.
As you feel like you kind of threw all your kind of magical energy into that chaotic swipe, and suddenly you kind of like reach for it inside you, and it's not there, and even the little Tesla coil like spark between your ears kind of fizzles out.
Fizzles out.
Basil, are you okay?
I don't know. It just feels my magic's sapped out of me. What'd she do to me? I'll just continue, just like.
We'll get it back,
Is it
buddy.
the PTSD? Is that a trauma response?
Oh dear.
Yeah, you see her with the syringe.
Give me back my everything. Give me back my life.
Cannot think twice if you only think once. Anything else?
Got me there.
Nope. That'll be. I guess as I'll do that, then I will still try to hop over and then use another herring con hop and then try to like hit her like on top of her leg, like Liu Kang, and just like stomp on top of her a couple times. For another solid 6 to hit.
Hits.
Rolling so badly, it's great.
Rolling low.
So then I.
Turns out her switcheroo did not benefit her as much as she thought.
She had a chance though.
No.
Yeah.
She
Because
gets.
if she had had the other thing going when I heard all those high rolls, I would have missed every single
That's
one.
true.
Yeah.
And I would have missed. So they had just been flipped. I mean, I guess it's.
I kick her 4 more times,
4
Go
times?
for us.
and then I hop over to the other side.
She
And then
is
I
looking
try
real rough.
to smite it and just like hit buttons on my knob to like leg to just like shoot out anything, and I can't smite and just like almost like confetti and glitter just like pop out instead of any like electricity this time. Like, what's happening?
With that sad little like party maker sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope. That is everything.
That is Kuro's turn. Since he starts his turn in the grasping clutches, he takes 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
He's on our side right now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Kind of.
He's gonna make.
I
No,
think he's a
he's not.
distraction at
He's
best.
actually-
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the
He's
just
scapegoat.
trying to
He's the
steal
scapegoat.
shit.
He's gonna try to
Yeah.
escape the clutches. He definitely does. He's very athletic. So he manages to like just rip himself out of the grasping
Silvery
claws. Ooh, all right.
And that breaks.
Oh, wait, I cannot. There's no way I'm close enough, actually. 60? 1, 2.
She
Oh,
grabbed
I'm
him
counting
60
in
feet
ones and
away.
I don't know what
Yeah, he's already moved 60
It's
feet
6
from
is
where he was.
30.
35, 40.
Yeah, never mind. There's no way.
Okay.
Never
So he
mind.
does free himself. He kind of like lands down on the counter again.
He's far away at least.
He needs the rest of his movement to go. Oh, he doesn't have 30 feet that direction. As he's trying to just immediately just starts Terminator running back towards those shards. You see that I'll say that Nik-Nak.
Does he take an attack?
Actually, yeah, the hand is gonna take an
You get him.
attack.
Just get him.
Bad him.
Yeah.
Just get him.
Actually, probably that hits. For
I don't trust Arthur anymore.
Go
He's
ahead.
trying to steal our shard.
Yeah.
that's
He's no friend of ours.
12 points of bludgeoning damage. Nik-Nak, because you're close enough, I'll say that you see as he's running back towards the shelves, you see Kuro like reaching into his like pockets, his pack, and kind of reaches out and he pulls out a sending stone just to have ready, but he's still moving.
Oh, he was talking to that.
Right.
Someone.
Yeah,
Over-
his boss.
overheard
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit.
He works with someone.
Harmony, you're up.
Remember he, when, we,
They're gonna-
when,
yeah.
we, when we were under the table, we
Yeah.
heard him like.
I think
Okay.
I think I know what. Yeah.
Question.
I think I know what might happen.
How tall is this pot?
It's maybe like 10 feet off the surface.
Would there be an angle, even if I was maybe on this side of the pot, that he wouldn't be able to see me or what I'm doing? You know? If I'm on the far side of the...
Pick the thing up, does it disappear?
It just exists for 3 hours.
No, I mean if you pick the real one up.
I think so, because it says any items that are on my person,
hold it,
so they
yeah.
become invisible with
Yeah.
me. So he'll just see them disappear. But I'm curious.
Kick the ornament.
Yeah.
The fake one.
Well, yeah. So I'm just curious if I go on.
Did he
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
our own
switcheroo, our own
switcheroo.
switcheroo,
Yeah.
yeah.
You imagine that like if you get around
But he
that
saw
side, you
both.
can
Right.
obscure yourself.
But like, what if it like rolls into a pile of spices or something, or like the sand
No,
that's
I
a
know.
pile underneath there, and you know.
Don't worry.
I am.
The whole time you guys are playing.
Can we? That's
I'm
what
not
I say.
Because I can't heal any of you guys because I want to stay invisible.
Fuck the rest of us.
Ah, but hey, it's getting the
Okay.
Job done.
getting that MacGuffin.
Yeah, not
Yep. All right. So
You know
5,
that. Remember
10.
Playing Suki for
Grab
levels,
the
regular invisibility.
grab the things. All right. So I'm grabbing both of them off the ledge.
Kind of scoop them
Now
up.
he sees them disappear.
Yeah.
25, 30, 35. I'll use my action dash again to fly to like the far side of the soup pot.
Yep.
Down low where I think he can't see because of the angle. And then I want to drop the fake one and all thaumaturgy so the splash is more audible so he hears it fall into the pot.
Okay.
And I'll also drop my oil flask. So he hears another plop.
Cooking oil.
Well, I'm hoping that it's flammable.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like lamp oil or whatever. So I'm hoping oil spill wise it floats on the top or something. But yeah, so I want to drop the fake one and the oil flask into the soup pot so he hears.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I guess I'm kind of stuck over here. And then if I can, I'll just yell like, "They're in the soup! Let's run!"
All right.
Let's get out of here!
Classic misdirection.
Yeah.
Cheese it.
They're both in the soup!
Jeez, it's the fuzz.
Yeah.
Anything else, Harmon?
No, that's it.
Zakkai, you're up with Tem.
I'm gonna do 2 more swings with my sand
Oh,
claw.
I have 2 oil
Roll
flasks.
those still.
Oh yeah.
I think, right? But you have advantage because you.
Oh, that's true.
So 2. Take. Well, take whichever
I
one.
was gonna say it's your preferred number when you have advantage.
Advantage is you take
Advantage is for the higher number.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's 27.
27?
Cool. 26.
Does not.
Doing too well.
Too good. Why are these hitting? My form is spectacular.
You feel great about this strike, but like as you go and like attack her, it's like you're hitting a pillow. It's just the sickles is kind of like the sand claws just like sink a little bit into the fluff of the clothes that she's wearing.
What's happening?
Anything else you're doing?
I still want to
From
keep her.
watching the effectiveness of those strikes and the fact that they miss, can we infer, like, we don't technically know what switcheroo does as characters, but can we infer that something weird is going on?
Yeah. Especially because
That is, can we then take
you have
action?
since hit her and done damage, and hit her and done no damage. So you can definitely feel that there's some sort of wibbly wobbly stuff going on.
I'm just gonna stay planted so that I continue flanking.
All right, Tem, you're up.
Now having a little bit more view of what's going on. It's like, okay, everyone's over there. There's a weird woman. She's got lots of arms. Probably a bad thing. Tem will cast Spiritual Weapon and summon it next to Scamella. That's going to be... Does it get flanking too, technically? As a spiritual weapon?
You have to be
No.
in
No, okay,
yeah.
yeah.
No effect.
So then that is also high. God, dang it. That is a 27.
Does not.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. But it's over there now. And then for my action, I'm just gonna take my staff and swing at the, like, jab it up at the hand.
Yeah. Roll the hit.
Find out.
That would be
If
interesting.
anyone rolls.
Okay, for the hand. But this I have flanking with from
Yes,
Nik-Nak.
yes,
Okay, so that won't do it. That also won't do it. 10.
Sorry, it does not.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just waving that staff out there.
Yeah, get away! Get!
Shoo.
It's like trying to swat a broom at a bird or a bat.
Yeah.
I did wrong.
Okay, I'm not gonna move out of its range, but I am concentrating now for spiritual weapon too. So. That's all.
Do real quick. Tem, your initiative was 6, correct?
Yes.
One below you. You all see appearing from invisibility, Riz.
Yes, I was like, where is
Oh.
Because he
With
turned
fear.
invisible.
At least I was
and
doing
ran.
stuff while I was invisible.
Appears there.
He's just
Well,
taking
look
care of
who's
all the
decided
red
to
caps.
Yeah.
Don't worry about a
He's
thing.
just like
like, don't
covered in
worry.
blood and like, sickle wounds
Yeah.
and everything. It's like,
He does appear and just is like, "Hey guys, found a place with normal sized stuff. Hold on!" And he throws his hands out. He's gonna do Eldritch Blast at Scamella with a natural 20,
Ooh.
which does not hit.
Oh my god.
Someone tell him.
Wait, I'm not sure. Do we know?
We don't. I don't think we
I
can
wanna know
puzzle
where-
out what it is.
Yeah, what? How much do we know about this? 'Cause it's just like this is player knowledge, but not character knowledge, right?
Top of the round, Nik-Nak, you're up.
Since I saw him pull out the sending stone, I'm gonna try to shoot it.
All right.
shoot out his hand.
Anything this man picks up, I'm gonna try and shoot.
Yes.
Nice shooting.
All right. Let's see.
Yes.
Sounds good.
That probably will not hit. That is a 17. Okay. I'll take the second shot at it too. Come on. Natural 20.
Yes.
For 28.
I felt that before it happened.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
like,
I knew it.
just bing. Just knock it out.
Nice shoot.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Oh my god.
Cool. So,
How many HP does this thing?
right.
I was gonna say, you destroy it.
I'm curious about the rule for Nat 20 because in the rules it says it automatically hits,
Hmm.
and I don't know whether that is a fact. Is
Or if just the 1 becomes what the 20 would be
Yeah.
with the switcheroo.
If it-
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how the switch works, but
Yeah.
That's Faye, baby.
19 points.
Nice.
He's like, Rich fishing out and finally gets that like sending stone out of his pocket and immediately it's shot out of his hand and shards of it.
Yes!
Yes.
As
Clutch.
he kind of just like,
Who you calling?
he kind of like, looks at his hand and then looks over at you and just kind of gives you like, "Come on, bro, we were buddies."
He really gives me like Dwayne the Rock Johnson
Yeah.
energy here with like muscles, tattoos,
Tattoos, yeah.
bro.
Yeah, totally.
Kuvo is definitely Samoan flavored.
Yeah,
There's
okay,
no
alright.
Samoa
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Terragia, but he's
okay.
flavored.
I,
As
th-
such.
I was getting that vibe.
Anything else, Nik-Nak?
Sledgehog will hit the hand.
Yeah,
Or try at least.
roll the hit.
14 again.
Does not hit.
Okay, cool. So he's just gonna hunker down with them. Yeah, I'll stay where I am.
She is going to, why not? She's going to wave one of her many hands at you, Anara, and cast Pins and Needles. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Something wrong, dear. You look way better of sorts.
console. Yes. 7.
7. You take 12 points of psychic damage. The next attack roll you make is at disadvantage.
So
As your arm kind of like falls asleep.
So is that normal?
Could be good.
Yeah, with the flanking. That would be
I don't know. It depends
maybe.
whether she switches
Wow.
also. Okay.
She bonus action. Switch. Anara, did you turn?
Okay, so, but I'm still flanking, right?
Yes, you are. So it would turn into
So
a
it turns
straight.
into a flat roll. Yeah. Okay. I will. I wonder if I should try and grab that.
It's tangible through that.
Yeah, maybe not.
Fuff.
Last time, yeah, I think I may have escaped.
You
Terror
went a
Fate.
little deep. You went past the elbow. That's usually a warning point for some people going in a little.
My arm doesn't have a flared base.
Well, once you can't see that tattoo, that's an issue. I don't know.
All right, I'm going to make a. This is just the next attack.
Yes, it's the next attack you make has disadvantage.
Okay, so this first one will be
Normal.
longsword attack with a regular longsword attack.
Yeah.
That is a nat 1.
No.
That misses.
No.
And then second attack will be I'll attack again with a longsword.
Yep.
And that is an 18.
Hits.
That is I think it's 15 points of slashing damage.
She looks real rough.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's not 15. That was a 6. I read that wrong. It's 12 points of slashing damage.
Either way, still looking pretty rough as she is, as you can like slash at her, a little splash of like greenish black ichor sprays across the ground as you
And
take
then I
another
will-
couple of arms off.
And then I will another one of my little hexagon tattoos flashes purple, and I will burn another key point, focus point, and make 2 more unarmed strikes.
Yes,
Which I
we'll
believe are our advantage now.
Yes, now they are.
6. That's a 15.
To hit her,
Sorry, 14 to hit.
does not.
And the second one is a dirty 20 to hit.
Hits.
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Anything else, Anara?
How's she looking?
Pretty bad.
Kill
Finish her!
her.
She started her turn next to that thing. Didn't she take damage from
Oh, that is true. She started her turn. Oh no, wait, is it? Or either way,
Ends
she
the turn.
She ended her turn, so
Next
it's
little
Yeah,
stuff.
yes,
Yes,
Yeah.
strength save. Thank you. I was gonna ask about it.
Yeah, no, I just realized that.
11.
Fails. So she will take a D8 of damage. That's a 6.
6. All right.
Do anything else? I also push her.
She's just being pushed around the circle.
She-
Everyone's
yeah,
between
yeah,
us.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we're
Around.
bullying Scamella. It's just
We came into her house
Sorry,
and pushed
her
her around.
But is she pushed? Or?
She is. She's pushed 10 feet away. So that would be that way.
it can
Through
like
your-
go through my spiritual weapon.
So she'll basically just appear on the other, or she'll be pushed to the other side of it.
Oh, but in that case, if she did move, I will move so that
So that you're next to her.
someone else on the next turn can flank her. I'll go to the far side.
Here.
Yeah. So that Zakkai will basically attack with advantage.
Anything else, Anara?
That is it.
That Shadow Hand is going to take another slam against Tem.
Deflect attack.
Please.
Please,
thank you.
First is a dirty 20. Second is 22, so dirty 20.
Yeah, that did.
He's trying.
I appreciate it, Suchog.
That is 12 points of force damage.
Okay, I'm still up, but barely.
That slams down against you. Other hand is going to try to close the distance and slam down on Kuvo.
Spiritual weapon goes away. I do not have a good con save.
Is spiritual weapon not concentration though?
It is. I think so.
thought it
no,
was
it's not.
not.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not.
Oh, it is.
On here?
Really?
Oh, is
Diamond
that-
with
it
a
is.
C. Concentration up to 1 minute.
It might be in the new.
I swear it
Oh.
wasn't before.
No.
Because you
I
would
didn't
just.
think so.
and then
Am I
you
using
do
the
it
new one or the
first,
legacy one? Let's
And
see.
then
Yeah.
you do something else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it doesn't say legacy on this one. I don't know why that one got selected as the
Huh.
new
That's
rule
annoying.
for some reason.
Yeah.
But
That's
Makes
how
it even
they
less
did.
worse.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what should we do for about that?
Keep as is. We're still, at the moment, using 5e 2014 rules.
Okay.
But that might.
Yeah. I don't know why. Literally, all the other
Yeah,
ones are
that-
like legacy, 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 and then that one for some reason was different.
That's
But
dangerous.
D&D Beyond.
That hand does not hit people, unfortunately. Basil, it is your turn.
Seeing getting Scamella like pushed back, I will like rush through the spirit guardian and like imagine the like, little hook will lift me up. I will jump off and then on the rags I will then do another herringon hop and just like run up all the rags, just like.
if the needles with its what it's doing, it can like boing and like do like an extra little pop
Yes.
for you. Yeah.
I'll boing that and then
It
try-
quickly knits a little trampoline. for
Yes,
you to-
yeah.
I'll trampoline off that herringon hop and then try to rake the top of Scamella's head again.
Roll the hit.
And then does that get advantage with Anara then
Yes.
in that sense?
So
Okay.
that's, you'll take the advantage of the flank.
Jeez. Does a 22 hit?
Sure does.
Oh, one was the so that'll do another 4 feet of damage. And then as I'm up in the air, I will come down and just try to slice through and just
Hell
do
yeah.
a giant hack through Scamella.
Hack the hag.
Hack that hag. Whoa! With a nat 20!
Yes!
So that'll be.
That's good, right?
Yes.
In this moment, that is good.
It's the Fae, you can never be sure.
Yeah, very sure.
I will re-roll that 2
Best
for
feature.
these
Best feature
for
of the game.
8 on the first 2. And then 9, so 17 there plus another 4 for 21 slashing damage.
Basil, show us how it's done.
Yes!
Revenge.
I imagine just like as I come down, you just hear like the first like slice of the scissor right on there, and then you just hear that like cutting like wrapping paper on Christmas. That just very sad like and just like come clean through, and then you just see like
That's good.
the little fabrics and like little like strands of like twine like kind of like pop off, and you just see like the pressure snapping. And as I just kind of cleave all the way through.
Yes.
Amazing. You see, like, as you're cutting down, it's like slow going, but it's still like a solid slice all the way through. As you're slicing, dozens of little green fingers try to like kind of pull herself back together, but the cut is just too fast before eventually, kind of like
enough
Obi-Wan
hands.
Kenobi, just eventually kind of, it's just a puddle of fabric and trinkets and little things just kind of fall away. And as soon as she falls away, you hear all of, like it's like a redwood snapped outside as you watch the giant towering gardener slowly start to like crumble little bits at a time before eventually
Oh.
all 300 feet kind of crumble.
Wait.
Yes.
Both hands.
Timber.
I was standing on an egg.
That was a
Is the herringbone foot there among the trinkets and stuff?
Yeah, I guess like
You
through
poke
that I just
around
like
for
poke
it.
around, just like,
Yeah.
is that it? Did I get her?
You gotta.
I will leave it up to you if you are out of combat or not. Kubo is still here, and he still is on his mission. Whether you're choosing to side with him or not will determine whether you're out of combat.
We didn't want him to get.
Yeah, our point
Yeah,
of
we-
coming here was to
to
not
keep him
get,
from getting
yeah.
the immortality
Yeah,
shard.
we didn't like him in the first place.
Let's assume.
I don't like him
let's
because he hurt my
assume
teacher.
We're not gonna fight him until he chooses otherwise.
So we'll leave it up
we
to
don't-
him.
We don't have what he's living with.
Yeah. We don't. Yeah.
So
But
I'm
once he
gonna-
realizes
I'm
he
gonna-
might come
I'm
after
gonna
us.
act as if he's an ally.
Eventually.
And say to Basil, I think I saw the.
I think
Yeah.
it's.
He must be in here.
I'll just start like shifting through
I'll
and just
kneel
like
down
finding.
with Basil and help him start searching the.
You can both roll investigations, or one of you can roll investigation with advantage.
How about we both just do it for
Sounds good.
funsies? I think I have 0 on mine, and we probably
I
both
think
have
I
0.
have the same.
So it's like the same thing.
Then while I still have some invisibility, I'm
Hey,
gonna.
Great.
Wait, I'm sure I saw him. Pull it out. Wait, is it? Wait, what's here?
Have you checked behind these folds? And I'll help.
While I still have like another
Get a
30
knife.
seconds,
Get a knife.
I'm gonna fly over to Nik-Nak and
12.
whisper to you.
Nik-Nak, I have the real one. We need to get it out of here. Can we send it in your bag?
Where are you?
I'm just right where I'm whispering from.
Oh,
You just can't see me. I'm still invisible.
Does Nik-Nak
I'll
get
just-
like ASMR tingles
Yeah.
from like the
Like-
whisper invisible behind?
Because we know you have an extra bag. No,
You want it in the craftsman's bag?
I forget. I know you have a bag, but does the group know you have like an extra,
Yeah, you guys have seen
Yeah,
me
we were
throw
helping
shit.
with the iron and stuff.
like not just the bag of holding, but like a different one?
Yeah. You
that,
would
like,
you would
sends
know
it
about
away,
both.
right?
Of them.
We
yeah.
knew about. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
because remember we asked for some of the.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've specifically seen Nik-Nak put like metal and scrap into
We
a
know it's-
specifically different bag.
Yeah.
Also, I'll just casually like
Gotta get it out of here.
I'll whip it behind, like kind of like keeping my gun trained on him. I'll just turn my body and go like and like open it a little bit.
And I'll just be holding it and place it in so it stays invisible until I like drop it in.
And into the craftsman bag.
Yeah.
While
It kind of
while we're
goes inside.
searching, I'm also just like looking over my shoulder to see what
Both of them, or
Kubo
just the real one?
is doing.
Just the real one.
Okay.
While
Put
you
the
guys
fake
are like
ones in the
In the soup.
investigating
In the
and
soup. That's right. You did
handing off the
actually drop
shard,
it in the soup. That's right.
you see that Kuvo keeps running, and makes a beeline towards the soup, and kind of like is looking into like trying to
And then
look
I'll just
into
fly
the,
over here.
What?
I'll
the
just
liquid.
fly over there, and then when he's not looking, I would assume that invisibility will drop shortly after. So
What the?
I got a 12 to search the rags.
You guys like moving your hand through it, other than like
Sure,
the
I
stuff
saw
that
that.
was hanging on her like exterior. There's nothing there. You kind of like reach into the fabric and stuff. There's nothing in there.
Dang it! And I'll just like slice through it all again and just continue hacking away at all the shards, just like.
Let it out,
It's
buddy.
into
Tem will like
pieces.
slowly
Let it
walk
out,
up and be
buddy.
like, that
She hid it
poor
somewhere else
cloth.
Is it
gotta be
somewhere else in
somewhere
the
else.
house?
Yeah, I guess should we like
Yeah, let's all go over.
regroup?
Yeah.
yeah,
Did we even get her? I don't know.
we can find it. I'm sure it's probably somewhere in the house.
You hear like a splash from behind you as you watch Kubo
Dive in.
dive into the
The
soup.
boiling pot.
Into the boiling pot.
I'm gonna
let's
firebolt the
go.
top of it
Let's go.
because I put oil in it.
Oil.
Wait.
I don't like him. I want.
No, I know. I'm gonna like just look at you like, what is going on?
Well, he thinks that the shard is in there.
What? The shard?
Is
What
this
shard?
We
metal?
almost
Did
got
you
it.
find
You
the
found
shard?
it.
What
You found the
He
shard?
found
In
it.
fact, where
Well,
were
you
you in the
guys
fight?
were-
Where
What?
were you? What were you doing?
I made her invisible because I gave her the thing.
I was watching him. He found the shard, but luckily I made a freak one in time.
Okay.
Then there were
Great.
two, and I threw them both in the pot. Although one of them was a fake, because it was just an oil
Too
lamp.
much
Yeah,
information.
yeah,
Let's go, let's go,
yeah.
let's go, let's
What?
go.
We should just leave. I
Riz
think we
kind
should
of like
just
runs
leave.
up to you guys like, "Guys, there's a hole in one of the floorboards and there's like regular us-sized
Yes.
stuff."
Yes.
Let's just
Okay,
go
let's
in
go
there.
there.
Let's go.
Let's go there. Let's go.
Okay.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Let him boil in the soup.
That guy.
As we start running, I just want to turn around and grab the little thing out of Sledgehog, the little thing, and blow into it and cast heat metal on the pot.
On the pot?
Yes.
I don't want this guy to be a threat.
Kuvo stew
Right, yeah.
is on the menu.
I wish we could put a lid on it somehow.
That's what I was thinking too. It's too big.
Pretty big lid.
But you all
Is
went
there a
around.
lid somewhere around?
Is there?
There is a lid around. It's
anyone-
maybe 40 feet
Yeah, I
across.
think
Does anyone have anything?
I think I'm all tapped out.
I'm gonna look
Unfortunately
down
not.
over the side. Do I see anything on the floor?
You see 4 or 6 little red caps.
Oh God.
Oh,
walking
God.
And like a little sharks circling just at the bottom of the counter. Just
How long did it say they lasted? 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10
Um,
minutes.
Yeah, sorry.
Can we just outrun them?
We can
Well, I'll
probably
just,
outrun
I'll
it.
just keep flying. They're only gonna follow me, I guess.
How? It's like 60 foot.
Right.
It's like 60 feet now.
Okay. I'll distract them.
Oh.
I will jump off
Okay.
the side of the.
Well, I mean, how hurt did he look? Should we just like try and finish him off while he's in the soup?
I just jumped off the thing.
Oh, bye, Anara. We
Let's go.
He's
Let's
not a
find out.
good guy, and he's hurt right now. He's gonna keep looking. He'll probably figure out.
He'll come after.
Eventually-
He might come after us.
Well,
I'll say to
and now
Riz,
he's
like,
gonna come after the
show me the-
kobolds.
Riz will go with you.
Well,
We have to make decisions.
I can do slow
I
fall,
think we
so
should get
don't
rid of
know.
him.
I figured, yeah.
What do you think, Basil?
I can probably.
Can you,
I don't know. I agree. I don't want
60,
Kuva to hurt
There's
anyone
enough,
else, but
60.
Stuff
I don't-
on the way down.
Okay.
Anara's just about to go run off.
could you do like a
We're gonna
sand?
distract the red caps. Get them out.
That's a lot of area.
How hurt did he look during the
Kubo?
fight? Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah, we didn't hardly fight him at all.
Yeah, he just was like grappled and stuff.
Maybe it's a fight for another time. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, you're right, all right, yeah, let's get out of here.
The fastest way down, I guess. Not like Anara did, but safely.
Riz is flying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Riz is full.
Hey, Riz, I'll race
Alright.
ya, and now I'm flying too.
That's not fair.
Oh, really? Just because you're losing?
He's gonna dash. But actually, what's fly speed? Did he?
It's just my walking speed.
Oh, okay,
I
then
think.
it's the same. He has the same. His fly speed is equal to his walking speed. But he does kind of like lead you down. If you
I
want
do
to,
want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
just
Does that mean I
Yeah.
can outpace you with my cloud?
and just
and
like
use slow.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So
And
unless I do
40.
take
Oh.
25 points of damage, I'll be fine.
you're
We're just leaving.
It's
I
not
think
gonna be that much.
66, so
I'm not gonna step on your
probably,
competition though.
Technically, it could be more.
That's how they flirt.
You're fine. But as you kind of like get to the bottom, the red caps do look acknowledge you, and kind of like study you for a moment, and realize that you're not who they're looking for, and then just keep kind of like looking around.
Where's the pink one?
Show me this.
Oh yeah. Riz kind of like leads you basically out of the kitchen back into the living room where you guys were before.
I'll like wave up at the others and go.
Yeah, if I just fly really high, will they maybe not even see me, and I'll just like follow them like super high up.
Is there like
Okay, yeah.
kitchen twine or something that we can use to just rappel down? Like, yeah.
There's ways of planning.
Okay.
I would say luckily there's at least you're not like in a huge rush after Nik-Nak this time. So I'll say that there's enough again like open drawers and tea towels and just stuff. Again, this place is a mess, so there's plenty of things to use to
Slide
climb
it
on.
down.
Get down.
Okay.
Okay.
So long as you're not in a rush this time, unless you are trying to rush away from Kuba, in which case there will be a check.
That's what I was thinking. We don't know how fast he could find it.
Yeah,
I feel like we are rushing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
you know?
Yeah.
I'm like,
We don't have
he's-
long-
it's
we
not
don't
gonna
have-
hold him forever.
We'll put some pep in our
He,
step.
he might
Jumped
figure it out
into
real
the
quick,
boiling
you know.
thing.
I mean, maybe
and
not
you
quick,
set
it's
it on
huge,
fire, but that doesn't mean it's going to kill him, right?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Right.
It
so we
just might
probably
make him
want
mad.
high.
But he is
Let's-
also looking for nothing.
Well,
There is one.
Well,
though,
there
that
is
thing
the one
that'll
thing.
get-
It'll be in there.
But
Let's
he'll be
get
looking for the
out
second
of
one
the
too.
room. Let's
and
get out of here.
if he
So we
finds
get-
the flask, would be like,
Yeah.
why is this
Yeah.
little metal flask
Well,
in
we-
here?
we
Well,
know
this
what else
place
is
is
in
full
there.
of shit.
But
So
if we-
Yeah, but like, our
no,
size.
the other object is still in there.
You
right?
know?
Yeah, mine will still
Yeah, the
be
fake
in there.
one.
for 3
Fake
hours.
one's in there.
3 hours, but if he has any like detect magic or something, then it
You
would
can figure.
Yeah.
I say we get down.
I think we should.
Yeah,
book it.
follow
I think
the
we
reds
should-
to this other
I think we
Yeah,
should
yeah,
rush
yeah.
out of here.
Alright.
Yeah, rush.
Yeah, let's
Rush.
boogie.
We're doing. We're
Everyone
rushing.
wish me luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going quick.
What do we check in?
First, to get down, make acrobatics or athletics checks, except you're fine. And you're fine as you're flying.
I'm gonna fly down, I think.
On the cloud, then you're almost fine.
Alrighty. Cool flyers.
I just rolled the
It's a
damage.
decent
just-
Can
acrobatics.
someone
Just be
somehow help me?
I
Can Sledgehog help me
Yeah.
somehow?
I'll give you
I rolled
inspiration.
17 points of damage.
I don't know if it
Negate.
it was an 8.
how much
It's
do
a
how much does
D8.
Tem weigh?
Yeah, okay. Huh?
How much does Tem weigh?
Tem weighs, I believe, in excess of like 300-ish
Okay,
pounds.
never mind.
And you can roll your.
This is with advantage,
advantage,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so
Nice.
well, that was a 1, and that was a 4, so a 12 for Tem.
12?
Yeah.
18.
18.
Can I use the
Thank you.
rod
That's
of
equal.
many sided to semi-pole vault down? So like I'll extend it, and then as I'm going, I will make it like reduce so that I'm like
Oh, funny.
You
To
know.
like sort of elevator or
yeah,
something?
yeah, kind of. Yeah,
Great.
yeah. Does that mean I can?
Oh,
I'm
roll,
gonna say
like,
that as
advantage?
Anara lands from a slow fall, taking no damage, he looks up at Nik-Nak and goes like, "Oh, okay, that's a different way of
Use the pole.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna work the pole.
I got a 13.
Make me proud.
Didn't know you were able to use the pole.
Yeah, it's fun. You want to try it out for a while?
No, I'm good.
All right.
As I stumble down, I would like to try next time.
You all get down to the ground floor and then have to wait another minute or so before Tem finally gets down.
Sorry,
but
guys.
eventually comes.
I'm here. Let's go.
All good. All good.
Riz,
Following.
It's okay, the hair doesn't always win.
Riz leads you back out into the living room and kind of across the room behind one of the many piles of things and stuff in this room.
Scaleskin.
And there's a sort of like crack, almost like little, like Tom and Jerry mouse hole in like the floor on the baseboards of one of the walls, and kind of runs up to you and kind of waves you all over. It's in here. It's in here. There's like just a bunch of stuff inside, and it's all like our size, and there's drawings on the wall. It's weird.
Okay, let's check it out.
Well,
Yeah, we'll rush in.
I mean, if it's just this is just an open door, do we have a way to close the door so Kuvo can't just follow us right in? Also,
Can you make a door?
well, yeah, it goes away after 10 minutes and it leads somewhere else.
Can you create a
Barrier?
fake barrier or
I can't
like
Make
illusion
another. I
or-
can't make something else.
I
You can make a stone
I
door.
can do that with stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Block it
Yeah,
up.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Block it up.
Yeah,
There's got to be enough dust and dirt to gather up into.
I've got my own supply.
Oh yes.
You
Make a dust bunny wall.
Yeah.
Kind of
Is
clean.
there something
Fill
like
in,
nearby
yeah.
we can like also drag in front of it so it doesn't look like a
Mm.
stone
Oh,
covered
yeah, yeah,
hole in
yeah.
the floor? Just
You
put
see,
like, some crap in front of it.
Put some
There's
teacups and
a
such.
discarded handkerchief with 2 eye holes cut into it that Tem left behind.
Oh, there we go.
That's perfect to like kind of
Excellent.
pull
Plug the
away.
wound, yeah.
You'll never suspect.
Yeah.
if there's
We'll
something
ball it
behind
up
that.
and
Yeah.
Still has the trunk imprint on.
Yeah. So you
What's-
kind of all
What's in here?
you move into this little. It's a very small, little cramped space, just quite literally like a mouse hole, but a mouse your size. It's now that you plugged it up, completely dark inside. So unless you just create like a source of light,
I'll use magical
I'm out.
tinkering to create a light.
you like it's a tiny little hidey hole, and there's stuff, a lot of like junk, but also looks to be some items stashed into one corner.
What did you
There
find,
are
Liz?
chains on the ground. There's sketches and like crude little like drawings on the wall that look like a little bunny and a slightly larger bunny person next to each other.
Is that where? I look at
Is
Basil. I'm
Is
like,
that you?
Is this?
is this?
And I just put like a paw to it. Oh, mint. It's this mint stuff. It's gotta be.
Does
It's gotta be.
anything look familiar? Like
I'll just like flip her through. It's like, yeah. Does anything seem familiar? Does it like?
Do you recognize this place, or was this?
No. I don't think I've been in here before. But look, it kind of looks like me. This must be where Mint got off to.
Maybe she
She must be safe. She must
What
be
are
happy.
the,
she could
what are
still
the
be alive.
chains?
Her
What are the
eyes.
chains?
She
Are
could
they
be
like just loose, like
Open
whatever.
shackles.
They
Like,
look
yeah,
like they
like
were
broken
shackles
off.
that have
Been
been either
broken.
broken
Oh,
or
okay,
or
not like
forced
chained
open.
to the ground.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first too. It was like, oh no.
Yeah, well, I was about to insight check Riz to be like, where did he just take us?
We got separated before I left, and I don't know what happened to her. So
Maybe
she could have escaped
She must
before
have
I did.
escaped.
Is this her stuff?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Are these her chains?
Do you want the
We
cheese?
should
Take
take
them.
I'm sure Basil doesn't want to see them.
I just,
more
like,
than he
look at
has
him,
to.
like-
It should be
If we're
good
good
to.
cause, I think so. It's okay. It's
It's a
okay.
sign of the oppression.
Yeah. Break the shackles.
The
Break
evidence.
the shackles.
You
That's
don't
right.
want that reminder, I think.
You kind of like
Oh, it's a good
pulling the
reminder.
chains and they dissipating into the pack. Riz kind of looks over to you. He's like, "You like metal and stuff?"
Yeah, why? Why?
There's like a big pile of it out there too.
Out where?
Wait.
In the living room outside, just like
I grab Nik-Nak before he can like just.
One
bust
problem at a
out.
time, Nik-Nak. One problem at a
We'll,
time.
we'll get it, but let's.
Are there
Ooh,
any other?
16.
Are there any other
piles.
exits?
Yeah, is this just a room? Or
It's
is
just
it...
like a small little like
Okay.
you
No.
like are inside a little
There's a
hollow like wooden
Okay.
pocket.
Okay.
There's no other entrance or exit.
Should we just hide in here until we hear him leave, or?
Let's see what else is in here.
Yeah, let's take a look at some stuff. And,
Oh yeah.
Maybe
See
maybe,
what's-
maybe
how
Nick
big is
wrote
this?
something down, or
yeah.
Yeah, maybe where she was
You said there were like
escaping to.
pictures and other. Are there any other journals or any other?
What else is in here?
No, whoever wants to can make an investigation check.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's go
Poke
for it.
around this
Check.
little room, yeah.
Maybe knock on some boards, see if there's any.
What I would like to
Hidden
do
nooks.
for my
Knock on
investigation
wood.
check
Yeah.
specifically, can I've been around Basil for a time now. I know his scent. Can I try and smell and see if there smells like there was another Harangon here recently?
Oh, yeah.
I got a natural one.
I got a natural 20 on that.
Yay!
I got a dirty 20 and a natural 20.
All right.
I'm just like listening by the door, stressed.
Yeah, I want to specifically look to see if there was any sort of journal or anything written down.
Anyone else?
I got a 7.
7?
I got a 9, so I'm busy just like holding on to like the little painting. Just
19.
kind of
I
hold
think
on
I
to it.
quickly
Yeah.
realized I'm not good at searching, and so I'll join Harmony.
Let's
Mm.
just help
Like,
him. Is he
little-
coming? We want to make sure he doesn't.
Yeah, come over here.
I got a 22.
Keep a listen out.
Yeah. Nik-Nak. As you're kind of
I'm
rummaging
good
through,
at searching for things.
there's nothing like, there's no journals, no books, there's no papers or anything in here. But you do see something. You kind of like are reaching around and you find a bottle that has sort of almost like vegetable oil looking, kind of like practically clear, faintly yellowish liquid in it, and inside of it pieces of carrot. And scribbled on the outside of the bottle is basil.
Basil,
Wait,
it's got your name on it.
why does it have my name on it?
Does that carrot look familiar?
What is this? Have I seen anything like this before? New to me.
I'm gonna pop on my goggles and cast Detect Magic. And while I'm looking at that, I'll scan the room a little bit.
Ooh, okay.
Should have scanned the spice rack. but
Yeah,
Maybe
forgot about
another
that.
time.
Mm.
I wish
give me
I
another
had
investigation with advantage. Yours was a natural 20.
Yes.
As you sort of like are looking on this room and definitely give a sniff, it definitely has like Harangon, like you can pick up like the dander, like the kind of fur. However, it seems that this place has been abandoned. For a little ways. You're not quite sure how long, but it's been a while since anyone's been here.
I can tell that another of your kind was here. I mean, it smells similar to you, but it smells stale. It doesn't seem like there's been anyone here for a minute.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
So as you sort of like do detect magic, several things kind of like light up in the room, including the bottle that Basil is holding. There are a couple other things that light up. There is a small, like maybe 1.5 by 1.5, like little like kind of mini chest on the floor. On the outside of the chest looks to have little like a little mini door and windows painted onto it. You see there is a small wooden ring on the ground right below all the paintings and drawings on the wall. There is a crossbow, but instead of an arrow in it is a long, oversized sewing needle set into the crossbow.
Cute.
I'm gonna pass that over to Tem. I like this.
Wow. This is kind of crazy.
I have to name all these items because you can see all of them. There is a small cauldron, like little mini like travel cauldron that lights up. There is a floppy sun hat that has faint magical aura. There is a lantern which seems to have a bunch of little like crab legs on the bottom of it, just all tucked up. There is what looks to be a teapot, no handle, and 3 spouts. As well
My
as
little teapot, short and stout. Don't have a handle, but got 3 spouts.
Fey nursery rhyme.
very wild, yeah.
there's a small string with several little almost like sleigh bells on them that light up.
Love that.
And finally, there is on the ground, you have to like kind of clear some dust. There is a small, what looks to be like a frequent customer punch card from like an old tea shop that does light up. That's on the floor.
Oh.
Well, as everyone's doing everything, I'm just wandering around and stuff.
Oh, sorry, and one last thing. The thing that lights up the most, almost buried beneath all this other stuff as you kind of clear it out of the way. Incredibly familiar because it's literally identical. It's the other half. There's another long other half of scissors laying on the ground there.
Basil, look!
It's the other scissors. Can I like?
As you
is
like
there a
hold
way
them,
to?
the screw twists and opens up into that hag's eye, and the two hags snap together. You remove the greatsword that you have. You may add the Curse Cutter greatsword.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
All that other stuff, I'm just gonna start shoving in to the bag of holding.
Shove it in the bag.
And then if I can determine what the bottle, because that was my immediate sort of thing, what the flask is.
You identify as carrot juice potion.
Carrot juice potion.
And
Classy.
Harmony and
We're just
Anara
listening.
are listening for any signs that there's any movement. Red caps,
Anything
Kubo,
outside?
Anything outside. Just
You need to do a
listen.
perception check.
It's a 13 for me.
19.
You like pressing your ears up against it. It's hard to hear through all like the sand and the disguise outside. You do hear like a little bit of like scurrying and some faint like you can imagine it's the red caps. But after a couple minutes, you hear and then there's no sound as 10 minutes have passed.
Okay. Good night. Did you hear Kubo at all?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine he would stay in there until he actually dies. So maybe he just assumes that we ran away, and maybe he thinks he found it and he went left.
How long does your thing last?
3 hours. So in a couple hours, he'll find out that it wasn't real.
Okay.
But
By then, maybe we can be long gone.
yeah, hopefully he'll be long gone and we'll be long gone.
He was talking to someone when we saw him in the room before on the table with a stone. Did I see Nik-Nak shoot it out of his hand?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe he can't even contact anyone.
Well,
but
it broke.
it broke.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that part. Okay, so he can't.
I was just
Get
watching because I was invisible the whole time, so I was just watching everything.
Do you think we should stick here for? I mean, I know they're like searching, but do you think we should stick here for a bit, or try and get out?
Maybe we,
Back
in a
across the
weird way,
garden?
we're safer in the Fae because he thinks that we would run back to Prismari or something.
Well, Riz like walks up and is like, "Well, don't you got that stone to call your dad? You can just open the rabbit hole for us."
Yeah, we can.
Wait, from here?
That was the plan, right? He's supposed to open it up and call us back.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be here, but he.
Can
If we
he?
get a rabbit
Can
hole, we
he
have to go
send us
outside.
anywhere we
I don't
want
know.
in the Feywild?
I mean, he could probably send us close to where he's familiar with. I don't know anywhere. But
Well, Kuvo definitely knows about the hideout because that's how he got here, right? So
Mhm.
we
don't
don't
wanna
want
go
to go
back
back
that way.
there.
But we
Maybe
can at
tell
least
your
get
dad to leave in case he gets back there and he's like really mad or something. And
You should call
I
your
don't
dad.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, call your dad.
And is there another way out of the Feywild? If that's not where we came in?
Well, the tunnel is
Well, it's
faster
kinda
for
like-
us. It'll take
not
him
one,
longer to
right.
get there.
Yeah, if we take the
Your
tunnel, we can at least get there
patron.
faster.
Yeah, so
we can
we-
all leave together, maybe.
Yeah, before
We'll
he ever
be-
reached us.
But we'll be out.
Yeah.
So Riz can get us out.
if we need to.
But it's
It'll-
deal.
It'll
Well,
cost
why don't
us,
we-
but
Well,
If we
how
take the
fast did Kuvo get there? Without he was like a little ahead. He was ahead of us.
Yeah.
We went ahead of him because of
We
the
spent, like,
water.
a
we
night
can take
and
the
a
water
day,
road.
right?
Yeah.
We can get back faster, I think. But
He was like a day.
Yeah, we
ahead
could-
of
Yeah,
us.
he didn't.
We could outpace him
Kuvo
easily.
got here a
Not that
week
I-
ahead of you guys.
Right.
Oh, okay,
right.
okay.
Yeah, the time was
So
weird.
if he
But
takes the
we-
same way on foot or something back, he would take at least like a couple days probably walking to get back to the hideout.
Yeah, you can imagine so.
I think we can beat it.
I think
Yeah,
so.
let's-
If we,
As much as I don't want to go back in there.
But it's the
I'll
quickest
do it.
way, maybe.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Let's get out of
less
here.
cost than your patrons.
Yeah.
Price.
Let's take the Warren Road.
Is there anything you wanted to grab while you were here of your sisters?
I guess there's hope that she's still alive, but maybe she got out of the Fae, or maybe she's not here anymore. But
Well,
I think this is at least a good sign. And
Yeah.
Absolutely.
she's okay. She's okay.
Yes.
She's okay.
We're gonna
should
find
we
her.
try to look for her at all while we're here? I mean, if we have a extra day or two, probably.
I don't know.
I think it would be almost
Maybe we
impossible to find her.
we
The
head
scent
back.
is lost, right?
Yeah. How
She
about I call my
hasn't been
dad
here-
and-
she
and
hasn't been
we'll
here
try
for
to
a
get
while.
out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just get somewhere safer
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was there any indication in the room where she might have, like, if she had any plans, like, I'm getting out of here.
Did she
X
leave a
marks the
note?
spot for that
Yeah.
spot.
Oh,
you know?
stuff, yeah.
There were no journals or.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, you didn't see anything kind of like written or anything else. There are like plenty of little like sketches
Mm.
on the wall, like clearly like very childish kind of like drawings. Other than that, there's no like words or plans or anything like that.
Gotcha. I'm gonna take down some of the things that she
I'll
made.
pocket some of the drawings.
I'm gonna grab them for him.
Absolutely, no problem. Kind of just pull them off the wall. Some of them are just drawn right onto the wall, but others are like pieces of paper
Well,
that she
Take
clearly
another
had to
piece
rip
of
off
paper,
a
get it
huge
off the
piece of
wall.
Basil,
Lots of glitter.
Yeah.
Basil,
Yeah.
do you want to leave a note just in case maybe Nick
yeah.
ever comes
Oh,
back?
It's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
Wait, don't say where they're
No, just
Grisha.
say Basil.
We're going
Basil
to
was
Grisha.
here.
Basil's alive.
Basil was here, and
Try to get onto
alive.
the war. and go.
Thanks for the other half of my soul.
Yeah. Okay. Love you, Mint. Basil's okay. Catch you later. Thanks for the juice. I love you. Paw print. We're gonna find you. We're gonna be together soon. Okay. We'll just like crumple it up and kind of like put it in a like. We'll try to like hide it, but at least like it conspicuous. Like maybe like I'll hide it behind like one of the little like drawings like poking out between us. Then I'll like pull out the sending stone. And I'll try to. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll try to call Dad and we'll take the Warren Road and we'll get out of here.
Beep. I don't know.
That's how it works. Okay, that one.
It's a rotary sending stone.
Takes off.
Beep. I don't know.
So many zeros.
Oh, it's that one. Okay. I'm calling that.
Call your parents.
Hey there, kiddo. What's going on?
I think I found her.
What?
But we need to jump out of here. Get us on the road. Get us back and we'll meet up and I'll tell you everything.
Gosh, I'll open it right now.
Hop. Whiskers away.
It's open.
Okay. Where is it?
Oh, is it back at the
It's
same
where I
place?
put it before.
Oh, okay.
Dang it! Okay.
Well,
Dang it! Okay.
wait. How far away was that?
It was like up the other side.
It was
Oh,
by
We
the
had-
tree.
And when we were scurrying to not be spotted by the
Yeah.
Well, now that
Tell him
thing's
where
dead.
we
Right,
are. Maybe
so we can just make a
relocate
beeline.
it.
But
I'll
you just
just-
need to look out for.
Can he
Yeah.
can he relocate it?
Send the portal to my signal now. And I'll just stop like stomping on my foot as much as possible to just see.
And I'm gonna be trying
like,
to
Morse
triangulate
code.
like how far, because it's 200 feet that I can make a door. But I feel like where we popped out was
to get us at least outside the
further
house.
than that.
Yeah, if you could
Yeah,
get us
if
under
you could
the
at least
house.
get us
But I could
outside
get
the
us back
house.
behind
If you
like
get us onto the
a pot
porch.
On the
or whatever
porch,
it is.
yeah,
We
and then
can
we
then
could
be
Well, I
like
could
down
probably
there.
get us from there to like the pot or something.
The
we were
brick-
hiding behind.
the brick pot
bricks,
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I
Fucking
make a
yeah.
history check to mimic the steps he was making when he first initiated
Oh,
the
that's
Warren
right. He
Road?
did like a left, right.
To see,
Up,
to
down,
like
down.
he did like a starting thing
To the Konami
to see if I
code.
could remember it to at least like get a signal to the Warren Road. Moment
Make
desperation.
roll a d20, add your
There's a
charisma
bonus.
modifier.
I feel like you.
Okay.
And I feel like I wasn't listening.
That is a 13. Is that lucky enough?
Switcheroo.
Switcheroo.
Yeah.
I have one more inspiration I can give you.
That'd be cool.
Well, I mean, obviously, I want this to like really work so that we get back okay. So,
So
I'll
you
give
start
my
you start
inspiration.
playing a beat basically, and I'll start
Ooh, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
adding
She
it
becomes a
little
metronome.
bit.
Yeah,
you
right.
start thinking it's like,
Keep
wait,
the
I think
time.
it was something like this, and then you give me a metronomic beat
Yeah.
to get
I love
into. Is
that.
that a D8?
Yeah, yeah,
To
yeah.
add on to it.
Yeah.
And if it's a skill check, you can roll it.
Oh,
It's full 8, so that would be a 21 then.
nice.
21. Real quick. Basil, you can go into your character sheet and edit your feats. You can
My
add,
foots.
you can
Your
add
foots.
the Warren Road Walker.
Ah.
Wait, is that 1 feet or just
2.
Go in, add to
You
your
can
foot.
increase
Yeah.
one.
Add a
foot.
foot.
And you now have a feet.
With like that beat, Basil starts like just thumpering the ground with his one good foot, and eventually the ground starts to cave in a little bit, like you watched his dad do. But before, like it again, like not breaking the ground, it just sort of sinks in as if it was made of clay before it kind of suddenly sinks and creates a portal into the Warren Road. You now have the ability to access the Warren Road within the aspects of that feat.
Neat.
Whoa.
I get to your natural gifts grant you access to the Warren Road, extraplanar activity only accessible to the Harengon. As an action, I concentrate and make a DC 20 charisma. I take some psychic damage and I can't use it, but it was a DC 20
21.
charisma
Yeah.
check. So
Oh
the
my
21
gosh.
Just
for
got
So
it.
it's a
successfully got
DC
it.
20 to get it.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Wow. If he didn't roll that 8
Yeah.
Awesome.
or 7.
Nicely.
But the ground kind of collapses into the Warren Road tunnel.
He did it.
Amazing.
I
did it. That's so wild.
Basil, that's incredible. Do we have to use this one? Do we...
Yeah, maybe we could just run really fast.
You could be a bard almost. That was so good.
I just cannonball straight in without saying anything.
Here we go.
Just can't contain my excitement.
Basil
Okay.
cannonballs in and just vanishes into the Warren Road.
I guess we're heading back to the portal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do
Let's
it.
get out of here.
Yeah, I'll dive in there.
Get back.
Kind of scooting afterwards, everyone kind of jumping in. Riz kind of like takes one last look around.
Yeah, I know. If I take one last listen at the door, do I hear
Make another
any
perception check.
splashing? Any
Screaming.
hopefully some screaming. It's only an 8.
So I hear nothing out there.
Well, yeah, let's go. It's probably fine.
You know, I'll jump one by one, kind of going back into that sort of like uneasily, not all there, solidified. It's kind of like tunnel.
Not fun.
Yeah,
I
you're just
know.
walking through like an
Zakkai
oversized
type thing.
cat-like tunnel. Kind of vanishing into it, following Basil back to his father at some point in time, and that's what we'll pick up next time.
Wow.
Good job,
Very well
everyone.
done.
You.
That was
Wow.
quite the exchange of stuff going on there.
Yeah.
Nice fighting for all of you. Good job.
Yeah.
And
Nice
you guys
invisibility,
got
yeah.
all the
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Quite a whole-
Oh, yeah,
we got
we
Harmony,
might be-
harmony
we might
held
be-
Yes.
objective.
We got
The
it.
rest
I'm
of us
gonna
are
need
fighting.
help.
Just
task.
let's
I'm gonna
advance the plot 8 points while we just like,
But it's also so fun to like have like an initiative where you're not just fighting.
Yeah.
Right, you're
Like,
like,
I
this
was
is my
like,
goal, this is my one goal.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, this
Totally.
is like, it's
It's a
fun.
thing
It's
to
fun
do.
when it's
Yeah.
not stressful to
Yeah.
be like, I can't do anything.
Right.
When you're like just doing actions. It's
Yeah,
fun.
that was a
So I was like,
cool
this is fun. I
split.
like
Yeah.
Like 3 different things going on.
Got stuff.
That was great.
Got stuff.
And great job with the
Yeah, that was good thinking.
creation.
The
of
creation,
yeah.
way to nail the duplicate.
So, 1 shard of immortality down, question mark?
Maybe.
Hey.
Either way, at the end of that combat, welcome to level 6.
Oh,
No
Oh my
way!
gosh.
Just a note for our viewers at home, starting at level 6, our group here will be using the new 2024
Great.
D&D rules, just so anyone keeping track at home, if you think that we're lying, we're not, we're just trying to keep up with the time.
I was ahead of the curve with the thing that.
Exactly,
when that happened.
yeah.
I knew it was gonna come. There we
I've
are.
been 2024 for
You've been paving the way.
so yes.
Either way,
We'll all be posers.
we'll figure
No,
that
but
out.
just because the monk in 2024
Yeah,
is so
yeah.
much better.
Right. Everyone's gonna get brand new stuff.
New stuff, more levels.
Come back next week and catch the rest of this the story here and beyond. But until then, try the soup.
Yeah.
Probably got a Shard of Immortality floating around.
Yeah.
A little bit of vampire.
And,
No,
and the
no,
vampire.
no, vampire.
Yeah.
Be careful. It's hot.
Taste it.
No garlic.
Soup song.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.